What's up, guys? It's Cooper Webb, and you're listening to the MotoXpod.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Plessinger, and you guys are listening to the MotoXpod.
Save me from myself. My arms and legs are bound like an aging corpse from another world. I'll scream the truth 6 feet underground. Feel alive inside yourself. Watch your enemies dispel. If I can find a way to avoid this fate, there'll be a store to
Welcome back to the MotoXpod show. Do I sound okay? Sound muted.
Sound a little quiet.
Huh. Okay. Anyway, welcome back to the MotoXpod show. This is episode 380 MotoXpod shows. This week we have Freddie Noren, Benny Bloss, Austin Forkner all on the show. Lots to get to. Man, there's not really much going on right now, though. Like, is there anything to be excited about in racing, you guys think?
I feel like there
Is there something coming up?
might be
I think there
something
is. I
this
think
weekend, but
A1.
I don't know.
I think A1 is just a couple days away. Lots and lots of stuff to talk to. First things first, let's get these introductions out of the way. In studio, running late as always, but still ever reliable, Scotty Thompson.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that 45 minutes before the show starts is late. So
Yeah, TJ was here at 5 o'clock, and I wasn't expecting it. Like maybe actually 4 or 5 o'clock.
Didn't even have clothes on.
Yeah, I was butt naked.
yeah,
Not really, but anyway. Also in studio, TJ Smith. It's been a
going
while. I feel like, no, you were here for the last show. That's right. But then you'll be
What?
gone for probably a month after this.
Did y'all take 2 weeks off?
We took 2 weeks off. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were here.
yes, I
'Cause remember
was
we
here
did
for
the
the
Christmas
last
show, all four of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with
That's
Chase.
the one that I had the pink
But Chase is not here because Scotty said he was a liar,
about his golf.
lying about his golf
Okay.
game. So we didn't let Chase come in. So he's not here to defend
He
himself.
said he shot like a 89, and Scotty straight up
said,
called
no
him-
way.
straight up
He
called
had,
him a
he
liar.
had
You
shot
start-
like 105 the round before, and there's
that's
no
not
way
what
he
I said.
improved.
That's not what I
Let
said.
me mute Scotty because we don't want him interrupting.
Yeah.
you don't want the truth.
That's yeah. All right, guys, lots to get into tonight. We got about 15 minutes before we get Freddie Noren on the show tonight. As always, presented by Yamaha Motor USA. And at Yamaha Motor USA, we don't just build motorcycles; we engineer legends. From championship podiums to off-road trails, the YZ platform has defined dirt bike excellence for generations. Whether it's the dominance of the YZ 450F, the YZ 250F, or the YZ 2-stroke, every YZ is built for riders who push harder, ride faster, and demand the best. Unleash victory, ride Yamaha. Check them out at YamahaMotorsports.com. Also presented by Racetech. So, guys, there's a couple things I want to get to, but let's do a little bit of housekeeping first. We're going to have some shirts coming soon. We're screen printing done. Neil at Screen Printing Done is going to hook us up with some Thrasher magazine inspired MotoXpod shirts.
Yeah, the logo's awesome.
We're going to have those in a couple weeks, so be looking on the lookout for those. And I want to shout out on the last show, the Christmas show, we gave away for our YouTube chat and our regular listeners, our archive listeners, an FXR shirt. Those listeners were Cody McManus and awesome. I didn't write down the other name. Fantastic. Well, and somebody else.
Somebody else.
Somebody else.
And it may be you.
Somebody
It
underscore
could
else.
be you. I think the guy's name was Austin. That was the archive listener. So I apologize.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. But I guess we'll do the Jet news because we haven't been on here since the Jet injury.
Yeah.
Jay got injured?
He did. I know. Yes, that's hard to believe. You probably would be unaware. Not everybody knows this. Breaking news. But Jet broke his ankle, foot, is probably going to miss the entire season. It's possible he can come back, but I would stand to believe it'd be the whole season. But really, the way that affects what I want to do right now is our predictions from the last show are going to change, Scotty.
Mine don't have to.
Now, TJ sent a text and said, nope, he doesn't
that
think
is
there should be any
fake
reason.
news.
You have to be stuck with what you got.
Fake news.
So TJ cannot change his.
What did I have?
Well, let's start with this. How many winners for the season? I said 5, including, and Jet was included. So now the question is, do I just say 4 or do I get one more?
What did I say?
Can we talk about me for a minute?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Jeez Louise. He's awful needy today.
I'm going to stick with 5, but I'm going to take Jet off and add Ken.
You didn't have Ken as a winner?
I didn't. I was going out on a limb. I actually need to look at my picks for
So what'd you have? Jet,
Okay.
Jet, Coop, Hunter.
Chase, Cooper, Eli, Hunter, and Jet was my, and then, so I added Kenny. TJ, you had 4 winners, Jet Lawrence, Chase Sexton, Cooper Webb, and a question mark. You never gave me an answer for the 4th person.
Well, it was like that's like or somebody.
Or somebody.
Yeah. So
no Jet.
Well, he could come back and win. He may come back to
Do you
Supercross.
think he will?
Yes.
If
So
he
you're
comes
gonna leave him
back,
on your
then
list?
I'm gonna leave him on my list.
Okay. So you're not going to change.
Not out of my winners. No.
Yeah.
And then my
Well,
question mark would be somebody else.
Scotty, you said 7. AP, Malcolm Stewart, Hunter Lawrence were all possibilities. RJ, so you said 7 winners.
Yeah, I want to keep it there.
Okay.
We had 7 last
Are you
year.
gonna leave Jet? You taking him off?
I mean, I think just somebody else gets a win.
But what I'm saying is, you don't think he'll come back at all.
If he does come back, he'll win one. Yeah.
I didn't ask if I said, do you think?
I don't know. I'm not
So I need to know if you're
freaking doctor.
leaving him on your list
as to win.
as a winner.
Does it matter?
Yes. Guys are going to win if we get to the end of the year.
No,
that-
I thought it was just how many winners do
no,
we
I
have?
wanted to know who your winners were too.
Then take Jed off and put Justin Cooper in.
Okay. And I think Chase actually responded at one point in our group text and answered his, but I don't have that in front of me. Who's your champion? Everybody picked Jet except for Scotty.
I guess mine's gonna be Prado now. No, I'm joking. It's got to be Sexton.
That's who I picked too. Chase Sexton. All right. Let's see. First time winners, biggest surprise. So I think
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep mine the same.
you're what?
My championship pick.
Do you want to change
No.
Eli? I wouldn't think so. That would make
I
much
just didn't like
sense.
being glossed over.
Okay. All righty. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So good stuff. A1 this weekend. Man, it is so freaking close. I get on a plane tomorrow, headed out, land just in time to catch the end of the live pulp show. It's going to be a good time. It feels like it's been a long time since we've been racing like AMA, Supercross, Motocross, SMX. It feels like it's been a long time, even though it hasn't. It's hard for me to accept that Anaheim is just a couple days away. It doesn't quite feel like it should be yet.
I kind of feel the opposite is like because I've been watching Arenacross, because we had World Supercross, because of like the Paris and the AUS-X and all the different things. I feel like we've never, like, I don't remember very many weeks without races that weren't like a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's true. We have had a lot of racing, but there is a difference in AM for me.
Yeah.
In like the excitement and the level with AMA Supercross and Motocross versus World Supercross versus Paris Supercross. It's just it's kind of like, all right, we've been kind of hanging out watching the kids play. Now it's time to get real a little bit.
I guess maybe I'm just more of a fan of the racing versus the riders. Now that Blake Baggett's retired, I mean, what does it matter?
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, before we get Freddie on, I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to get him on here in just a second. We're going to talk some Arenacross tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Since our last show, we've had round 2 in Boise, round 3 in Loveland, Colorado, rounds 4 and 5 are this coming weekend in Toronto. There's been some excitement. There's been a little bit of drama.
Really?
So we've got some cool stuff coming up towards the end of the show after the guest. With that, we have our T-Bowl USA Top 5, which is top 5 sitcoms. TJ and I've already been discussing our list, and he is blown away that a particular show is not on my list.
At all. Like, not even
in the top 20, honestly. So
yeah. Like,
that's going to be a fun discussion.
I don't even think I could think of 20 sitcoms that I've
I could. Expert emails coming up. Grill Your Ass Bring the Heat. My Bring the Heat came from today, so I was pretty happy that I got one because at the time I really didn't have much.
Mine did too. Mine happened
Yeah?
this morning. Yes.
Yeah, mine's you being late.
Oh, okay.
Well, wouldn't that be every week then?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should be mad at myself for having higher
Everybody's
expectations.
gonna think that like I'm actually late.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. I want them to. I wonder if anybody's checking out MotoXpod.com and saw that you guys have been.
Yeah,
TJ's been cranking out some stories, and you put up something today.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't really say I've been cranking out stories when you would only post one of them.
I feel like I've done 2.
he's
recently.
on
The
deck.
Suzuki one, and was there not another one?
No, just the Suzuki one.
Well, maybe you just keep emailing me a bunch of stories, and I've got to get them up.
Yeah.
So right now, me and TJ are 1-1.
No, I've got.
He's got 3 in the chamber. Like all I have to do is, honestly, all I have to do is post them and put.
Well, I done.
You forgot one in the chamber.
Anyways,
sorry.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming on MotoXpod after this weekend. There should be some post race interviews, press day interviews. We've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to try to do this weekend. So you
put
make
it on
sure
your.
Huh?
I guess I was about
you
to
go ahead and interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say what you were about to say.
Just make sure you're subscribing or follow. Yeah, I guess you can't really subscribe to a website.
Put it on your favorites.
Yeah,
list.
put MotoXpod.com on your favorites. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And my articles have nothing to do with like recent racing.
No, you definitely kind of get outside the box, which at first when we started the website, I was like, no, we can't really do that because I was sort of in a mindset of what I've been taught. But it's like, yeah, why does it matter? If you want to write something about street bikes or like the love of just like your first story, the desire to own a particular motorcycle your whole life and finally getting it, even though it wasn't a dirt bike, that was cool. Yeah. It's kind of, I think a lot of people could relate to that. So there's going to be some cool stuff going on at MotoXpod.com coming soon. Yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to touch on right now before I get Freddie going. You guys haven't been riding, right? Nobody in here's been riding?
I rode with him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you did? That's okay. That was what I want to ask you about. Yeah, talk about where you guys rode, what you rode. Because once again, Scotty, you borrowed one of his bikes, didn't clean it from what I understand.
He borrowed all of my bikes.
Yeah,
I
just
only
mooching.
rode,
That's what, yeah. Okay, so tell me what that ride day was like.
It was all fun and games until I saw God on TJ's electric bike.
I mean, they're just that amazing. They're hard to handle.
Yeah, I guess. I whiskey throttled it, and luckily a tree stopped me from hitting a fence. So that was interesting.
Yeah, so basically just got whiskey over this little double going into like a bermed corner.
Yeah.
And
I landed, and then I guess like the throttle caught a little like fold in my glove. You ever get that? Like your glove?
Electric bikes are not forgiving.
Right.
Yeah,
I have with when I wasn't wearing near as tight of gloves as I wear now.
There's no spool up, so it's just straight power. Yeah. So then you're like, then you're full whiskey, and then luckily I caught a little break right at the top of the berm before I flew off the side of it.
I will say, all of us have gone over a berm, and this is a rather tall berm. This is probably 3 foot.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Is that Boneyard?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a little.
East Texas.
It's just a little.
It's not a backyard track. It's bigger than a backyard track. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a little jumpy track. It's not.
I don't think so.
It's nothing crazy. It's not
really fun.
It's just fun. Yeah,
it flows good. But anyways, he goes over the berm. They have big berms on the corners, and out of habit, almost at least all the time, I would, and most of us would like throttle a little bit so you would jump off of the berm, so you wouldn't like nose over. And he's lucky he didn't do that because he'd have wound up in a pipe fence. That pipe fence wasn't close. But
no, I made some ground.
But yeah, it was a sketchy spot to go off.
Luckily I came out pretty unscathed.
And
scared me a little bit, but that was
my
about
bike
it.
wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
that's all.
But yeah, I'm glad to see you guys got some riding in though, because
it was fun. I hadn't rode in a while, so it was nice to get back.
I haven't rode now. I guess my broken ribs were 3 weeks ago. This last Saturday. Yeah. I'll be at A1 this weekend. The following weekend, I'm going to try to get back on a bike.
So if you see Darkside this weekend, come and give him, just bear hug him from behind.
Yeah, I'd rather not. They're still a little sore, but I am on the downhill side finally. Like in the last 3 or 4 days, it doesn't hurt to sneeze anymore. And when I turn,
wait till a little bit of airplane turbulence hits you a little bit.
I think I'm good. Yeah, I hope so. But we got our first guest of the night on, so we're going to get to him. He's going to be brought to you tonight by Racetech. Let me get to the read here. I lost it because it's very unprofessional. Racetech Gold Valves provide a plush feel with drastically improved bottoming resistance, increased traction. All Racetech products are 100% guaranteed and made in the USA. Visit racetech.com. Find your local service center. Get them to service your stuff. You maybe need a higher, stiffer spring rate. Racetech can take care of you. Most of their techs are at your local track. You can get to know those guys. Racetech bringing us first guest of the night from the Gizmo Racing Yamaha team, our buddy Freddie Noren. What's up, Freddie?
What's happening? How are you guys?
We're good, man. We're excited. A1, dude, it's here.
It's here. I can't believe it. Actually, I mean, I guess I can, but I will say because I didn't really have much of an off season, so it's like it came at me real fast. But I'm super thrilled. It's such a cool time of year. I love it. Everyone's excited. It's a good time. We all come together. A1, let's go, baby.
Yeah, I am so excited. But you just said, okay, didn't have much of an off season. Listen, you have switched teams. You're now part of the Gizmo Racing Yamaha team. You had an injury towards the I think, you had an injury. Was it Glendale or Tampa?
Because
I know you had another one, but you had 2 injuries.
Yeah, I had a couple this year. I broke my foot during the summer, and that's really what caused me to not have a huge or a big. I shouldn't say huge. Excuse my English here.
It's okay.
But I haven't really had a big off-season, mainly due to my foot just needing to take some time to heal and getting back into swings. But and then I did have an injury during Supercross as well. But Supercross season was awesome. And then obviously breaking my foot in outdoors was not ideal, but it's part of the game. Yeah,
it absolutely is. So I have 2 things based on those topics that we were just talking about. First of all, the injury when it happened, as I recall, I think I read something at Racer X at the time that you were hoping to come back towards the end of the season, but weren't able to. Was the injury more extensive than you thought it was? And do you think there's going to be any lingering effects?
Yeah. So the injury, it was, I would say maybe a little bit more than I thought it would be, or a little bit bigger. I ended up having surgery on my foot, and then they took the plate back out. But as far as if it's going to be anything lingering, no, not at all. Like it's a good, it's been a good recovery, healthy. There's no hardware in there anymore. So it was more just to kind of stabilize it for the healing process. And no, it's all good. So it's not holding me back anything right now, which is good. Other than, I wish I would have had some more time
of course
on Supercross, which I'm sure a lot of people will say that. So it's,
yeah, right.
It's just normal, it's just how it goes. So.
Okay, well, let's talk about the team change. Whatever you feel like talking, whatever you feel like telling us. Back in July, you were part of the ISRT Kawasaki team since 2023. You guys parted ways. Never really easy to do that when you're with a team that you've been a part of for a while. I'm sure there's relationships there, but was it just time for a change? What do you want to tell us?
Yeah, it's never easy to do anything like that, but I'm not going to go into anything with that.
That's fair.
I'm going to be boring about it.
That's okay.
It's going to talk about the future, really, I guess, and the excitement of being with the Gizmo Racing guys. So
okay, well, how did that opportunity come about then? And how do you like the Yamaha so far?
Yeah, I absolutely love the Yamaha. So I bought a Yamaha personal bike this summer as well, so that I could, get on a bike quickly. And I just, loved it. And then as far as how it came together with Gizmo, I wasn't sure exactly what I would be doing for the 2026 season.
Right.
And Bobby hosted Team Sweden for Motocross and Nations, or Gizmo. And he sent me a text. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go, cheering them on. And that kind of sparked the conversation. And then he was curious what I was doing. And we spoke about it and came to a really good relationship with that. And I'm just super thrilled. So I'm stoked with that group, and the bike's awesome. And I'm still here at club and getting that training in with those guys as well. And, getting to stay with a lot of great companies like 60, and I'm excited about 60 as well. They have a new product coming out in a few months, but I'll be in it this weekend at A1, some goggles. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I did not know that. All right, good for them.
Yeah, Freddie, when you're gearing up for A1, obviously it's one of the most anticipated events in our sport. What do you do to temper expectations? Obviously, there's a full field. Nobody's had an accident or hurt yet, except for in this case Jet. But what do you do to prepare for a race like this compared to others throughout the season?
Yeah, so obviously the hype is A1. But to be realistic, it's just one of 17 rounds, and I know everyone's excited about this first round, but I'm trying not to really do anything differently that I would do to any of the other rounds. And I've had 2 weeks on Supercross right now, so it's not a ton of time. So my expectations really is, I want to do well, of course, for myself and for the team, but really for me, it's getting in there, getting some racing. Executing some good good laps and good starts, and having some good results will be a byproduct of that. So for me, not really sure. Yeah, Jet's injured, which is a bummer. But yeah, it will be like every year it'll be a stat class, I'm sure. So we'll just, we'll see how it goes. There's 16 more races after A1, so we'll just, we'll do the best we can.
Will you be doing outdoors? So it might be more than 16. Are you gonna do the full 31?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, I mean 31 races in total, but I'm just saying as far as like the Supercross. I guess. But yeah, I guess if we want to look at it that way, it's just one of 31 races. But
it's basically it never ends, Freddie. The season's insane.
Just repeat.
Yeah,
but, hey, it's awesome though. Racing is fun. It's a good sport. It's just a good time.
So the YZ 450F is a nasty bike, man. I mean, for somebody that doesn't have hardly any talent, that bike scared the shit out of me last year. Most of the time when I rode it,
you couldn't even ride it.
Well, he's right, Freddie. I had that, and I had a KTM 350 that I rode most of the time. But once the 350 had to go back, I started riding the 450. I got more used to it. But that bike is it's so unforgiving for an average rider because it's just a beast of a motorcycle.
It's a beast, that's for sure. I love it. I actually think, like you said, like it could get you maybe in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of find it can get me out of trouble too. Because when you have and need that power, it's easy to correct it, I guess, to put it that way. And chassis wise too, I think it's just a stable bike. And I like the 25 model a lot. So initially I was concerned getting on the 26 because, it's a new bike. And I'm like, what if they did, went the other way? You never know. But I was very pleasantly surprised that they only made improvements for 2026 model. So it's been an awesome bike to ride. I'm really gelling with it. And I think, outdoors, I think it's an even better bike. I mean, it's a great bike for Supercross, but I think outdoors is a great bike, especially having that power. So
yeah,
like you said, it's a beast, but I love it. Awesome.
With a team, like you said, you haven't had a ton of off-season time, but with a team such as Gizmo Racing, how much testing can you do? You said you're at Club. I mean, obviously the guys at Club are a Yamaha-based team too, so you could probably lean on them a little bit, but how much testing, many parts options do you have to get yourself as comfortable as you want to be?
Yeah, so I think, Bobby, he's been around for a long time and being a mechanic as well. And then the team's obviously been Yamaha for forever.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of like parts almost. Honestly, actually, there's not a ton of parts because the base package is really good right off the bat. So it's been rather easy to dial it in. And I mean, it's a never ending process to do testing and whatnot, but it's been really good. And then we worked with SipFix, Ty at SipFix as well for suspension. And obviously he's been on the Yamaha with Club, and he's super knowledgeable as well. So
he's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It's
been pretty straightforward. I feel like, and I'm sure we'll, like I said, the testing never really ends. You always want to try something new, I guess. But in general, it's been fairly straightforward. So it's been really good.
Okay.
Freddie, at this stage in your career, you had a lot of accomplishments. You've made a name for yourself in this sport, and you obviously have a lot of accolades that follow that. At this point, what still motivates you, and what do you use as goals, and what are some of the things that you want to accomplish in the 2026 season?
Yeah. Well, I guess I have done it a long time, but it's just, I guess the most important part, it's a lot of fun. Like I love racing. And obviously, doing well makes it even more fun. But then at the end of the day too, it's a job for me. So it provides for my family, which is obviously a big deal. And then, as far as accomplishing goals, I think there's maybe always, going to be goals as a racer you want to accomplish, that you want to get to, that you might not get to. But I have a few that I feel I could get to, that I really, really, really want to get to. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll do another interview here in a few races, so we can see how far off I am to accomplishing those goals. But yeah, you know, finishing strong Supercross, is getting better and better there is important. And outdoors, I feel like I have a lot of unfinished business. I've had, let's see, 4 or 5 top 10 seasons, so I've done really well there. But I feel like I definitely would want more than I've had, and I think I can accomplish that. And so, yeah. I don't know if that fully answers. I guess maybe to answer your question.
It does.
I have a follow up on that, but you had something else.
Well, I was just going to say, it is kind of interesting to hear, you know, guys that have been in the sport for a while. When we have guys that are younger, like are still in the 250 class, they seem to have kind of like a number that they're shooting for, like they're still trying to prove themselves. And it's nice. It's kind of nice to hear you, Freddie, say that, like, I just love doing this, and this is why I'm still here. I'm just having fun. I'm providing for my family while having fun. Like, win-win. There's not really a need for a whole lot as long as I just keep doing what I'm doing. It's there, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, of course, you want to perform and you want to do well, and believe me, I get frustrated if I don't live up to my own expectations. But yeah, like you said, it's already, you know, I feel like I'm winning already. I still get to do this, and I still, you know, make money doing it to provide. So, I mean, that's a big deal for sure. So, but yeah, there's some results there I really want to get, and I think I can get there. So we'll see. Well, I've never been top 10 in Supercross, so I'd like to do that in 450. I have in 250, but not in 450. I've been 11th. And
I'm about to say, I would have put you in top 10. In my head, you've gotten that.
Yeah. I mean, I have in 250, but that was a long time ago. And that's the only time I raced 250. It's actually Supercross. Never did outdoors on 250. But I'd really like to have a top 10 in Supercross. And obviously, like, there's a lot of fast guys there. So that's good. We're going to do the best we can.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And then outdoors, I was so close to podium at Moto. And I've been 4th in outdoors. So that would be pretty cool to have a podium, even a Moto in outdoors. That would be pretty wicked. Actually, thinking back to Supercross, I've had a couple of top 10s in Triple Crown, but not like an overall.
Yeah.
So, which is good, but having an overall top 10 would be really nice. It would be cool to, you know, have a whole shot in a heat race, lead a couple laps or a lap too. That would be pretty cool.
I'm writing these down, Freddie, because I have a notebook this year where I am going to keep extensive notes on riders I talk to and things that happen, and I'm going to keep, like, this will give me some things to go back to throughout the season, like, oh, he did that or whatever. So I'm taking notes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. No, I mean, take notes. Keep me
keep you honest.
Let me just, you know, harass me every weekend about him.
Wait till we get towards the end of the season, man. Be like, you haven't got a whole shot in a heat yet, Freddie. We're gonna have to do this.
Yeah, no, I finished off this Supercross season going, I think it was, you know, a few top 15th, and then the last run I think was the 13th. So we were getting close. But yeah, no, well, let's do it. And then outdoors, that's I'm excited about it. I guess put it that way. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think you favor outdoors a little more than Supercross, or don't you?
Well, I love Supercross. It's a lot of fun. I would say I probably enjoy, like, as far as riding a dirt bike, I probably enjoy riding Supercross more than I do outdoors.
Okay.
But I love just the brutalness of outdoors. Like, I guess it's kind of a weird thing to love, but I love the suffer. Yeah. I think it's awesome. And obviously growing up in Sweden and racing in Sweden, I had never seen a Supercross track until I came to America. So I've got to ride a lot of motocross. So it's always kind of came a little bit easier to me to do motocross, but we're knocking on Supercross too. So we'll keep hammering.
All right. Well, Freddie Noren tonight brought to you by Racetech and racetech.com. I've got a few more for you. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. I wasn't going to ask you this, but this is something I have for Benny, who's coming up in a little bit. And I feel like I'm close enough to Benny to ask this question. I don't want it to come across as disrespectful to you, so I hope it doesn't. But first, let me ask you, do you believe you could win a main event in Supercross or a title? Like, do you honestly believe that's something you could do?
That's a tough question, because as an athlete, you of course want to say yes.
Yes, that's why I'm asking this, because that's just it's an interesting.
Let him finish.
Okay, yeah, I'll shut up. I'm bad about interrupting.
But I mean, I think always in every athlete, there's going to be a belief that you can. You lay and dream about this, and you dream about winning races. So I think there's always a small belief, but then there's also, you got to be realistic sometimes, right? So, not saying it couldn't happen, but I'm going to really have to crack that throttle. I know how fast these guys are. So, but hey, we're going to give her a shot. Hey, maybe we come to A1 and surprise the world.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, I don't mean it to be like a disrespectful question. I find it interesting when you look at, like, in a team sport, there might be a guy that, okay, I'm not the greatest. Maybe I'm not the greatest in this position, but as a team, we are the best team, so you could still win titles. But there are certainly guys that probably will never land on the podium in this sport. But you're still one of the best riders on the planet. But like you just said, as a professional athlete, you need to believe that you can. You got to have that drive and determination and motivation, and it's just a very interesting mental thing to deal with in this sport. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, like you said, there's not going to be that many winners and that many champions necessarily going through each season, of course. But I would say that everyone that lines up, believe that they can accomplish a lot. And I mean, yeah, everyone that are there are really fast. Mm-hmm. Just qualifying for night shows and everything. Everyone's really fast.
100%. Scotty, I have a non-moto question. If you have another moto one, we'll go there. But if not,
I was just going to add on to that. It is very interesting. That is kind of a cool, like a psychological question that you asked, and it's cool to see how these guys kind of have to have that, in order to go. And then it also made me think of guys like Freddie. Like, it is almost more intense what you guys do, being in like that 8th to 18th range. Like the way that you guys have to race around each other is almost scarier than what they're doing in the front. Like it takes almost more technical skill for what you guys do, Freddie.
Yeah, no, well, first off, I think the question was actually really good, because it gives you, now I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, what do I need to do to win a championship? Like, how do I get there?
Yeah.
So it kind of opens up your mind a little bit. I think it's actually a really good question. Because yeah, it's good to ask that. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've whole shotted and led laps in outdoors, and that was very nice. I would say that was very calming compared to being in the 8th through 18th place. Sure. So I will say that range is hectic, especially Supercross, when the track isn't that wide, and sometimes it's hard to go straight, especially when there's a ton of people around you and you're bumping into each other, and it can definitely get kind of hectic.
Especially when you're next to Vince Freezy. And
stop. No hate comments.
It wasn't a hate comment. It's just an observation.
Well, Freddie, the last thing I had for you, I was just scrolling through your Instagram, and I remembered that you've got a new son. You have 2 daughters already, so family is growing. And I just, man, that's got to be your number one priority. You already mentioned it. Family's awesome. But what's it like having a son finally?
Yeah, no, it's I'm truly blessed. God's been really good to me. And yeah, we have a little baby boy. He's 2 months old. He's going to go to his first race this weekend. He'll be at A1. It's really exciting. A lot of people ask me like, "Oh, is he going to race dirt bikes? Is he going to race dirt bikes?" And I'm like, I don't know. If he wants to, sure. If my girls want to ride dirt bikes, sure. I don't know. But no, it's fun. We definitely wanted a boy since we have 2 girls already, and it's as far as how it's been, he's finally started smiling a little bit, so that helps a little bit. But I will say Amy, my wife, is not sleeping a ton, but she's a really good wife, so she lets me sleep, fortunately. She knows what it takes to try to be the best I can be. So if you ask her, she might say it hasn't been as fun having a new baby. But no, it's a good time, and it's nice to have my girls are a little older now, 7 and 4, so they're little moms in the sense they want to take care of them and help. So nice. It's been really cool. And then it's another reason why I love racing, because I get to spend a lot of time with them and then travel with them, which normal world life stuff, you're gone working during the day. So well, I mean, obviously I'm at the track, but in general, it's been awesome. Family's everything.
Glad to hear it, man. I'm really happy for you, and I look forward to seeing you this weekend. I'll see you Friday, Saturday.
All right, sounds good. Make sure you come by the rig.
I will, Freddie, man. Is GYAO your teammate too?
Say again, who?
Is your teammate Valentin GYAO? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Do you know him at all?
No, not really. We used to race. Well, I didn't race a ton in Europe before I came to America, mainly just in Sweden. But I did a couple of races in Europe. So we raced each other some back then. But that's cool. I don't know him. I'm excited to get to know him this year. And then Rubini as well. And and then Shelly. Obviously, I know Shelly more. He rides at club as well. And Keegan is at club as well. And CJ Bernard. He's at club now as well, so I get to be around those guys a little bit, and Patrick Murphy as well. But it's going to be a fun year, getting to know some new people as well. So it'll be good. But GYAO, Valentin, he's doing 250 East Coast, I think, and then he'll do 450 outdoors.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I met him, I think, at Redbud, and then we had him on the show once. Yeah, really nice guy. So, but I'll be coming by the truck this weekend. I'll say hi to the team and look forward to it, man.
All right. Sounds good. And thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Of course, Freddie. Good luck. And get some rest, man. We got just a couple more days.
All right. A couple more days. Let's go.
Let's go. See ya.
Let's go. All right. Bye.
Right. That is Gizmo Racing Yamaha's Freddie Noren. Dude, that was a fun interview. Lots of fun talking to him.
Can you think you could almost say that of MXGP guys that have come over, Freddie is one of the most accomplished? I mean, obviously, like Roxon would be like the number one.
Maybe Roxon.
Yeah, I mean Roxon would be number one, but isn't he? Wouldn't you
I
put?
don't know, Chad Reed.
Hey, hold on.
But
Chet Lawrence.
Hunter Lawrence.
Hunter Lawrence.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. Well, my bad.
I mean, I was gonna say Prado, but Vial.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
David Villeman.
Do you want to we'll just cut this section out. Nobody hears.
Well, he's still more accomplished than, well, not Vial, but he's still done a lot.
Who?
I don't know.
Purcell?
I was just thinking like guys that have made it this long in America.
Yeah, I hear you.
Vial's going back. Vial didn't make it.
But he
never
won titles.
Freddie went to the Premier class. Vial didn't. I mean, I'm just
titles.
Okay. Well, he didn't. He won.
No, you're right. GYAO's more accomplished than Vial's titles.
Yeah.
Oh, they made it to the 450s.
All right.
That's a dumb question, but it was funny.
Hey, it's a regional title, right? Like,
yeah. Oh man.
No, I'm just kidding. Vial for all the Vial bed bugs out there. I'm not shitting on Vial.
I'm glad he liked my question. That makes me more confident to ask it to Benny. But I think I'm gonna ask it more aggressively. I'm like, look, when you suck as much as you do, Benny.
No, don't do it. No, but you can't do it that way. The way you presented it is actually kind of like a it's a very interesting question. It's a very I like the psyche of it. Like do you like kind of have to think that at some point, whether you like truly believe it, you have to think that. You have to have false hope.
I think that's what most of these riders would say is like they have to believe they can win,
Yeah.
right, to compete.
That's why we suck, because when I go to a race, I know that I'm not going to win.
We talked, and we've talked before on the show, but we talked off air about like this question. You were like, well, no, these guys like don't like not everybody races to win. It's because you race for fun has been your argument. But I think at this level, all of them are racing to believe they can win.
I think that they may say that, but there's no way deep in their heart they can be like going to the line thinking this is going to be the night.
But I think he's in a way you kind of have to.
You can't. I'm just saying they don't. And maybe they do, but maybe they say that out loud because they don't want to come across like. But they're out there going. I mean, we're talking about riders that are distinctly back in the pack. We're talking about guys who we would be blown away if they got a podium. Those guys are sitting on the line going, "Thank God I get a paycheck to ride dirt bikes."
Some of them might be. That's going to be a future question when I go to some of these races. Asking, we'll see how Benny responds, but I think I might bring this up. Before we continue, though, as we said, Freddie Noren was brought to you by Racetech. And if you guys have a 2024 to 2026 Yamaha YZ250F, Racetech has their new high-performance air boot. The head of Racetech Engine R&D, Andrew Flores, developed it. Let's see, improves the power by 4%. This is more improvement than going from pump gas to race fuel. Thousands of hours in development using sophisticated airflow analysis software. Over 30 prototypes created before finalization. It's best if used in conjunction with the Vortex ECU, but analysis shows the Racetech air boot flows more air, has more air speed than both the stock 250 and 450 air boot. This means increased top end and power band, $449.99 at racetech.com if you have a 24 to 26 Yamaha 250F. I am picking one up in California when I land. I'm taking my OGO 9800 with me so I can bring my air boot back.
You're tucking a boot.
You're tucking a boot.
Hey, I have some breaking news.
Okay.
We have our first real answer of what HCR is.
Okay, do we believe it?
No, let's move on.
All right, speaking of HCR, we may have a little surprise coming for some of the HCR OGs working on something. What does it say it means?
Hot cock racers.
Okay.
Well, huh.
I mean,
hey, that's the first real answer I've ever got about it, so I'm going with it for now.
Shut the chat down. This chat's off limit.
Discord.
Everybody off the chat.
All right, we're gonna do our X brand emails. We've got a little bit of time before we get Austin Forkner on. TJ, you're reading the X brand read, by the way. If you're prepared, let's do it.
With X brand goggles, vision is your advantage. Engineered for clarity, comfort, and durability, EKS brand goggles keep your focus sharp through roost, rain, and ruts. Trusted by champions, built for every rider. Crystal clear optics, all-day comfort, zero distraction. Ride with EKS because every second counts. Gear up at EKSbrand.com. And I did myself. I ordered some stuff. And
Rich had to call me.
Well,
or he actually texted me.
When he texted you, it was really okay. For everybody who's a longtime viewer knows my son Doc Smith races dirt bikes. He rides for EKS. Well, I went to order some stuff for me personally, and the address for mine and Doc has always been the same because every time he orders something, ships to the house, and I ship it to him or whatever. But another order came in for Doc Smith at EKS brand, and Rich messaged you. I guess he forgot he had my phone number. I don't know why he didn't message me. But he
doesn't know who you are.
So we were talking on the phone. He didn't know this. There is another kid who is about 10 years younger than Doc who races dirt bikes named Doc Smith.
Oh.
And that Doc Smith ordered some EKS brand goggles stuff. And he lives in, I think it's Illinois or Indiana, somewhere in that area. He races cross country. But it was always weird because if you looking online at some of the AMA stuff, there are random two Doc Smiths that both race dirt bikes. So
interesting.
Anyway, that's what it was all about. But I ordered a set of double pane lenses when we're riding in the woods and it gets like foggy or chilly outside. I want to try them out.
Nice.
I'll let everybody know.
Could have just, I might have had some in stock. Could have just hooked you up, but whatever.
I mean,
okay.
Sorry, I like to support our sponsors, but I mean.
Well, I mean, I am sort of an X brand rep, so it just makes it easier for you. But that's fine.
Is it easier? For
I don't remember
just to
being
ship
offered
to my
goggles.
house?
I wasn't not for free.
Oh.
He wants to get paid for it.
Oh.
I just want to make my cut.
No, I cut you out and just pay directly to Rich.
Yeah, it sucks for me. All right. We have one email that I decided to focus on this week because I think it might be a good discussion, and it's from our guy Phil Smeltzer, who contributes just about every week. He said, "Hey, I got a KTM 250 XCF, so that's the off-road version. I like it a lot, especially hydro clutch. It surprised me how much power it had and how it kicks in compared to the normal Honda 450. So I'm thinking about doing a spring conversion on it, but I've heard everybody rave about the YZF 250, including you. I also heard you say you love your KTM 350. Besides the engine, chassis, and suspension, would you stay with the Yamaha versus a KTM? Meaning, should I not do the spring conversion and keep the KTM and get a Yamaha instead? Or do the spring conversion and keep my bike?" Go ahead.
Well, I would like to say on the spring conversion deal, I think that air fork is really, if it's a new, like, I don't know how new that air fork, what did he say, what year it is?
He didn't say what year.
So if it's the older attack, or however they say it, it could use the spring for it. Makes a big difference.
Yep.
If it's this generation that's out there now, and you think you're having problems with it, it's your setup. That fork is unbelievably good when it's tuned right.
So Racetech is one of our presenting sponsors. They have a great spring conversion. I've done the spring conversion in my 350 the last 2 350s I've had. But I agree. I really, really love the air fork that came stock on those bikes. It was, for me, it was really good. Now, I feel like if he has an XCF, he's probably doing some off-road mostly.
Yeah.
Maybe he does a little bit of both. He didn't specify. But off-road, like, personally, I would probably just keep that 250 XCF.
Yeah.
I rode the gas version, the EX250, and that was actually the bike that I broke ribs on in Italy. But I thought it was a great bike. It was a lot of fun. Those well, actually, the one I was on the two-stroke, I think, at the time. But anyway, that 250 XCF is a really fun bike. So personally, I don't think I would go spend money on a new bike when I feel like you have a bike that's pretty damn good. You like the power. You've already said that.
And the KTM is going to feel narrower in the trees. Like the chassis is going to not be as wide because the airbox isn't up there up top. Me personally, I ride a KTM, and I ride mine in the woods, my 250.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Now, I did get to race the Yamaha YZ 250F, the off-road version.
Yeah, that's a different.
At Ironman, I think. Yeah, I did that one at Ironman. I did the 450 somewhere else, but and that bike was amazing. So, like, if you just really want a different bike,
to ride
the
trails.
Yamaha one's great. Like, it's amazing. But I don't think I would personally go spend the money to buy a new bike just for almost no reason, because the KTM's so good.
I mean, most people have the opportunity, like, they have friends with bikes to try them out. Like,
yeah. He sent a second email. So on the topic of spring conversion, do you feel like you lose comfort leaving the air fork? And again, like you said, with that newer generation, you're talking to guys that aren't the most skilled necessarily, but I didn't feel like I lost any comfort. When I went to the spring conversion, it was great, but I had no issues with the air fork whatsoever. I liked it a lot.
I had the air forks on mine, and I switched over to the A-kit fork that came off of one of my son's old race bikes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing I did lose is the way it absorbs casing jumps or overshooting stuff. The air fork does much better at I guess it builds pressure as it compresses, and I felt like the air fork was better if you're somebody who doesn't clear jumps perfectly every time or overshoots them.
Most of us.
Yeah. You probably don't have a lot of input because you haven't had a chance to ride either one.
It's ridden my spring forks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you had the conversion. My 450 had the air forks on it. I think that TJ's right. Like, you just, like, before you go and spend $7,000 on a new motorcycle, maybe try some settings. Like, just try working with the settings. If you have, then, and you're still at the same thing, then I understand maybe you want to try the spring conversion. But I think that there's, like, if you're really that uncomfortable, You just need to work with it and keep trying different things until you find it before you make, because like it's free to tune it, like essentially, like you know, you can start messing with clickers and settings and all that kind of stuff. I would exhaust all of that before I went and just like screw this and go to a new bike.
Yeah, or like the sprint conversion. Like I personally probably would not spend the money doing it.
Well, and
at my ability level, because I thought the air fork was so good.
The way I look at it too is like good. They ultimately made that bike with that on there, like for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes it's just because it's a little cheaper and it's not always
okay. But like it's like
because in the past the air fork was not near as good.
It's almost like going to a restaurant that already makes a really good burger and taking all of it off of it just because you're picky.
Well, that's what he does.
That's why he was trying to be smart.
Okay.
So in my mind, I'm going, oh yeah, maybe you should go with sprint conversion then. No, that's not the same thing. I just think if you like the air fork, and Phil, I don't know what your financial situation is, right? Like if you like the air fork and you think the engine's great and you're enjoying the bike, keep the bike. It's a good bike. That's a great bike.
Yeah.
If you just, but so is the Yamaha. You're going to be happy either way.
If you have a trail bike, then what would you have? You've ridden the 250 and the 250X now.
Mm-hmm. And the Yamaha, you mean?
The Yamaha.
Yeah.
Which one of those two, if you were a trail rider,
the X
sometimes rode moto?
Then the F, the moto.
Yeah,
you'd be fine in the woods.
Yeah, I
with
think
the
so.
F.
You could just soften the suspension; it's fine.
I wonder which one holds their resale value better.
That I couldn't begin to tell you.
The racing ones. Spencer can't sell his
X.
His X.
Oh,
and he loved it in the woods, but when we go to motocross track, it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
But if you're a woods guy, get the X.
Yeah.
All right, Phil. I hope we helped you a little bit. We're certainly not like a Kiefer type where we know every detail. But if it was me,
get both.
Yeah. If it was me in my financial situation, I'm probably keeping the KTM as is because I'd be happy with it anyway. It's a great bike.
Yeah, I do have like 6 dirt bikes.
Let's. We've got about 8 minutes before we got to get Austin on. Let's start the grill your ass off. Bring the heat, Scotty. That's your read.
Alrighty. Do you guys like to grill and cook?
Yeah,
I do.
No.
Well,
I like to cook.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of, did you eat? Have you ate any of your Christmas Secret Santa?
Oh
stuff?
yeah, but we ate for dinner that night. My wife stole the.
Did you use grill your ass off seasonings to make it taste even better?
Well, that's the only way you can do it.
Alrighty, well, because Grill Your Ass Off is a veteran-owned seasoning company that manufactures some of the best flavors this great country has ever known. Every Grill Your Ass Off item is made in Texas with pride, and each product sold proudly supports a true nonprofit organization or event as well. Whether you're grilling us with chicken breast, baking pork chops, boiling shrimp, or eating Vienna sausages like TJ, Grill Your Ass Off has a seasoning for the occasion. Visit grillyourassoff.com and use promo code DARKSIDEMX3 to save 20% on your next order.
Nice. Good read, Scotty. Okay, so I don't think we're going to have time to get to everybody's. We'll probably have to come back to this. Do you want to go? You had one? Knock it out.
Pretty fired up this morning. So mine is, like, I understand, like, there's traffic violations that can happen.
Okay.
And, like, I'm guilty of them. We've all gotten tickets. But like when it's 7:15 in the morning and we're just driving down a highway, like why are you screwing with us? Like why are you
Did you get pulled over?
We're all going to work. Yes, I got pulled over. I didn't even realize I was going the same speed that I go every day down this hill. I think it's a 65 or a 70. I was coasting down the hill, he clocked me apparently at 77, but I was going along with everybody else next to me. Everybody else was going within a couple of miles an hour to my speed.
If TJ jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge?
And I'm riding down, it changes to 55 going down a hill.
Yeah.
And a motorcycle cop pulled me over and gave me a speeding ticket this morning at 7:15. It's like, dude, I'm not driving drunk. I'm going to work. Like
speeding.
Okay, TJ.
Yep, driving
Perfect,
dangerous.
TJ.
You're not worried about
it's down a 2-lane highway hill with this grass median in the middle. We were fine. Everybody does it every day. It turns into 70, 100 yards away from where I was at.
TJ, who knew that Scotty thought he was above the law?
Oh my God.
I mean, look at that hair.
Yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous. Like we're just going to work, man.
You know,
like
it's funny. Mine has to do with the police too.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. So can we can shit on you in a second?
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
all right,
I
cool.
didn't do anything wrong though.
Mine
I didn't break the law, and my cop issue is the opposite of your cop issue.
What's crazy is that like a eighth of a mile before I got pulled over, someone passed me going like 85.
Oh,
so
no.
it's just like, what are we picking and choosing? Like, what are we doing?
Can I give you a suggestion?
Don't
Every
speed.
time I'm I mean, of course, but every time I'm going somewhere, even if I know how to get there, I turn on Google Maps because Google Maps will warn you where the police are. And I don't even speed. My wife was giving me a hard time this morning. She's like, "Why do you care about that? You don't even speed." And I'm like, "I still want to know where they are."
I don't feel like
I'm just saying.
I don't feel like I'm really like. I mean, I guess technically by definition it's speeding, but like.
Yeah, obviously.
I know, but like
I'm honestly on board with you, but yes, it's speeding.
I mean, yeah,
Sorry.
it is, but I mean, it's like it's flow of traffic.
And I agree with that too. But the guy needed to make a few extra bucks, probably.
I guess so. It was a motorcycle cop
If
too.
you get pulled
so.
over by a motorcycle cop, you're not getting a warning.
No, yeah, I knew that. As soon as he pulled me, I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to be a warning. This is going to be a straight ass ticket.
All right, I'm gonna do mine, and then we'll get Austin on the phone. So I ran through one of our local restaurants. I ordered some food, went through the little drive, like I have a window at the back.
Oh, of course, it has to do with fast food.
No, it's not fast food. It's actually like a home cooked restaurant. You can just pick up at the window.
Oh, okay.
But I was sitting there, and it's right next to the abandoned Fred's discount store, or whatever. That's like next door, right?
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, and I see this dude walking up, a white guy. He walks up to the old entrance, and he's like shaking on the door like he's trying to get in. He walks around the side of the building to the back door that's back by the loading ramp. He's trying to get in. He's trying to pry the door open like with his hands.
Shit.
I was like, well, I'm going to call
He's a snitch.
the
You
local police
snitch.
department.
Oh my God, you snitch!
Hey, I work for the city, man.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
It
This dude, because I don't know where else this dude's breaking into.
doesn't matter.
It does.
It's your
Snitch.
So I call
my
the local
God.
popo, and I tell him, hey,
Hey,
this
there's a
blah, blah.
guy trying to break in.
I get my food, and I pull around, and the dude's like walking across the parking lot, and then he starts walking down the road, and he walks so far that I can't see him. No cops yet. I'm like, okay, kind of waiting. It's been about 8 minutes, 10
Gotta wait
minutes.
till they get a pat in the back so they can get me a star.
No cops. So I then pull out of the road. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go on. I go down the road, and he walks into Chicken Express, and I go by. I got to go to Ace Hardware. I come back. He's in the abandoned gas station next door trying to get in there.
What's all these abandoned places where you're
Yeah.
at?
So I'm just like, and it's been 30 minutes and no cops.
Yeah,
You
because
just sat there and waited?
No,
for-
I was driving, like I had to go to Ace and I went back and I just passed him
okay.
again and no cops had come. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. If he breaks in or he does something, that's on you guys because apparently no cops care.
No,
believe you would
this is
snitch.
this is exactly how that happened. They got on. You called. Obviously, you called the dispatch, and the dispatch was, yeah, we got a guy bitching about a guy. In a
No, they
parking
know
lot."
I work for the city.
Oh, they know me.
They know. So like it's, yeah, we like know we all work together. Like
with those, like,
This might.
one of those little with it, deputy stickers.
Do you think?
No.
Okay, Here's let's make this the real.
Tattle dart.
Here's the real question. If you had identified him as a different race, would the response have been different?
of course not.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what race, creed, or whatever. You're a snitch.
Look, man, I don't know. Like this dude could be trying to break into something that I deal with, or I don't. Of course, I'm going to try to.
But he wasn't. That's the problem. He wasn't. It had
Doesn't
nothing to do with
matter,
you.
man. He's like,
You were a snitch.
well, I'm not a criminal like you.
I'm not a criminal either.
You-
but
well,
I'm also not a
you've been
snitch.
to jail, bro.
Ah.
Listen, our next guest of the night's on the line.
I bet he's not
And
a
he's-
snitch.
Our next guest is brought to you by Guts Racing. Grip, control, confidence. Elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers. Trusted by top pros and everyday riders alike. Designed for maximum traction and durability. Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Built to last, made to win. Visit gutsracing.com. Let Andy Gregg take care of you. Tonight, Guts Racing brings us from the Triumph Racing factory team our newest 450 rider, our buddy Austin Forkner. What's up, Austin?
How's it going?
It's going good. But are you a snitch? Would you call the popo if you saw some dude trying to break in to a local business around your
A
place?
local shut down empty building.
Doesn't matter. Would you call the popo or would you just let him go?
I don't really. I just kind of mind my own business.
That's
you know?
my boy right
Like-
there.
Yeah.
That's my
Like
boy.
I just kind of. I don't know. I just. don't put my nose into anything that doesn't involve me, basically. Right. I try to like there's been a whole debate like from people who like conceal carry or whatever, because I'm a gun guy, and I've seen people that are like, oh well, if you're in a mall and somebody's shooting it up, what's your first move? And I'm like I mean, there's guys that are gonna say, oh, I'm gonna go after him and I'm gonna take him. No, I'm getting me and my family out of there and we're gone. I'm taking care of my business, and then I'm kind of leaving that alone. So that's what I kind of don't really stick my nose into. So I'd probably just be like, honestly, I probably wouldn't even pay any attention to it. I'd be like, oh, that was weird. That's whatever. And I just move on. I just be like, oh, those guys are whatever. I don't care.
I guess I'm a snitch, and we know what snitches get.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, you are banged up. You have to go to the hospital. Right?
Yeah, we don't need to tell everybody that
that you can't ride.
That I have broken ribs. Austin, I hit the deck 3 weeks ago. So anyway, that doesn't matter. We're here to talk about you.
Cattle side.
So, Austin, first 450 race coming up this weekend. First things first, man, are you mentally, do you feel like you're prepared? Like, okay, it's time to go 450 racing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure. That's what, you think you think you're ready as far as the bike feels good on our tracks, and my starts have been pretty good, and everything. My fitness is pretty decent. I mean, for only being back on the bike for the time that I was, it's pretty good. So, I mean, as ready as I think I can be, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I'm in a better spot this year on the 450 than I was last year on the 250.
Mentally or riding technique wise, or both?
Both, but riding, just my riding, have been riding pretty well at the test track. Actually, I just from day one on the 450, I just feel like I've really gelled with the bike. I kind of, obviously don't have to ride a 450 as hard. Yes, they're bigger, they're heavier, they're faster, but you don't have to ride them as hard. You can kind of you can roll through a turn and just get on it up the face and still 3 in pretty much any rhythm section you want on a supercross track. My first day on the 450, I was like, dude, you can do some, you could just, all it takes is balls.
Yeah.
And you could jump whatever you want to on a 450. It's pretty crazy. How fast those bikes are on a supercross track. If you want to quad at any point in a rhythm section, you pretty much can.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how fast they are. So, but in that way too, it's kind of easier for me to ride. I can kind of you don't have to push them. You don't have to push it or ride it as hard as obviously a 250. So I feel like that kind of benefits me right now, as far as just obviously my as I'm getting older, my body's kind of falling apart a little bit. So it just makes it easier for me to I don't have to have so much aggression like I did on the 250. I can kind of just cruise, but cruising is still fast, the way that I'm riding the 450. So, okay. I mean, I guess as ready as I can be. I mean, who knows? And I don't think I've ridden at Anaheim since 2020. So that's going to be, I don't think I've ridden there or really any West Coast tracks since, I think my last year on West Coast was 2020. So that's kind of going to be, gonna have to kind of relearn the tracks a little bit, but I mean, I'm excited either way. And it's right now it's just for the first 5, and then we're kind of gonna see how that goes and make our decision if it's gonna continue after that. So, or if I'm gonna go back to 250 for East. It's kind of up in the air. There's not really even you have to be, top 10 in points. You have to. There's not really even anything like that. It's kind of just if.
Yeah.
They think if we as a group team think that we're making some sort of progress and we should keep going, then do it. If not, then go 250 East. Or if I kind of am like, you know what, I think I have a good, better chance in the 250 class this year, then we can go back East. So,
okay. That was going to be a question coming up. I want to go back just a second. The thoughts you had on the 450 were interesting because you could almost go either way with in 25, you were like, let's get through the season healthy, which you almost did. But you talked about a little bit of lack of confidence and kind of dealing with the injuries from the past. So you can almost say, well, this 450 has so much more power. I might be even like more scared, or not scared is probably not the right word, but you know what I mean. But instead, you're taking it as, okay, it's going to kind of make things a little easier. I don't have to be so aggressive. So it might actually be better for you in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, in certain ways, yeah. Cause that's, I mean, the more aggressive and hard you have to ride the bike, the more strength you have to have, the more just obviously everything that you have to have on the bike. And I feel like there's certain, whenever you're pushing like you are in a 250, you take a bigger chance of dabbing a knee or doing whatever like that. Where on the 450, I can kind of just cruise it a little bit more. And I have a really kind of smooth, I guess, riding style too. Like I'm not on the clutch really. I hardly ever even use the clutch on the track. I'm pretty just smooth, and I ride the bike in the correct part of the power, I guess. But a 450, a 250, you just kind of have to ride the piss out of it, basically. Like that's just kind of yes, you can be smooth on that. And obviously the faster the bike, the more you can but you have to ride a 250 hard to be fast on it. And a 450, it's almost like the harder you ride it, the worse it is. At least for me anyway. It's almost like because those things have so much power that if you ride it hard, if you're riding the 450 in the meat of the power, you have to manage it somehow. Like Tomac does that with the clutch. He just is always on the clutch. He rides the thing wide open, but you can't actually ride a 450 wide open, especially on a supercross track. Yeah. You have to manage it somehow. So you're either dragging your rear brake, you're clutching it, you're doing whatever. There's things that you have to do to like, you can't just ride a 450 wide open. So, I ride it kind of in the good part of the power. So I have all the power that I need to basically with a stock bike, on a supercross track anyway. I don't need much from a 450 as far as just, other than what basically a stock bike is. They do stuff to it, but a 450 is plenty for me because I ride it in the good part of the power, and I don't really manage that power with the clutch or with revving it. That's another thing. If you rev it and it gets to the rev limiter, well, when you get it that high in the rev, it actually, the power drops off. So everybody's like, oh, if you revving it, but revving it actually in a way makes the bike go slower. So it's kind of one of those deals where I don't really do any of that. I ride the bike in the correct part. So the correct part of the power. So, the 450, the first day on it, I was like, yeah, this thing's ridiculously fast. And then I got used to it. And then they started getting some progress with the motor and stuff and making it a little bit faster and things like that. But, it's kind of just came pretty natural since the first day on it, really. Even learning the track, like we got new tracks here. I was a little bit, worried on how my timing would be because I've been on 250 forever. I know exactly the speed to hit, supercross triples and rhythms. They're all fairly the same speed. And 450 is different, but I picked it up pretty much immediately. So
I love it. I can't wait to see it. Scotty, go ahead.
Yeah, Austin, we see it all the time, like small examples of it where, like, say a guy is sick one race or something like that, and then it kind of takes the pressure off, and then he ends up having one of his best rides of the year that night. We see stuff like that in sports and supercross and all over the place. Do you think that this instance where it wasn't originally part of the plan for this year, and then now you're kind of thrown into a challenge a little bit, do you think that kind of gives you almost like a mental break from what you were trying to do and allows you to kind of free up a little bit in a way?
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of like, yeah, I could see that for sure. Just as far as, it's just, it kind of isn't the plan going into this year. Like the plan was to be, a title contender in the 250 class would be obviously the goal. That was kind of the plan after, especially the progress we made at the end of last year. And so to kind of kind of last minute, sort of. I mean, I've had like a month on the bike, but that's sort of last minute, and you know, as far as prep goes, to make the transfer to the 450 class and to have to set that bike up basically from scratch. I mean, because they didn't really have anybody. I think I was the first guy that rode it on a Supercross track, so we kind of had to start from scratch and go down that way. But in a way, I kind of enjoyed, I enjoyed the process of it, and it did kind of take the pressure off, I guess, in a way, because I really have no expectations, I guess, going into the 450 class as far as, I mean, I probably myself have a little bit of expectations, but I feel like, you know, people don't really have much expectations, and even me, I'm setting my expectations are kind of just taking it, you know, press day, then practice one, practice two, like it's kind of just getting in the mix. I don't really have much expectations either, because I don't know really where I fit in. So you kind of have to see where you fit in to then be able to go from there. We're in the 250 class. I guess last year I came in not knowing where I'd fit in on the Triumph, but I just think that I should be a top guy in the 250 class, you know? So just because I have been there, and I think that I can be back there again. So that I go into the 250 class, I guess that's a pretty high expectation. Mm-hmm. And then the 450 class, I go in with kind of no expectation. So yeah, I mean, it definitely is like kind of takes the pressure off and just, I guess, makes me ride a little bit more relaxed, and maybe that'll change when we get to the race. I don't know. So I'm just kind of taking it as for what it is right now, I guess.
Okay. Austin Forkner Night brought to you by Guts Racing. TJ, did you have one?
Yeah, Austin, huge fan, always have been. Last year was a hard year for your fans because it was a building year for you. And my question is, what do we expect this year?
He just said his expectations
no,
are
I'm just
day
saying,
to day.
Do you listen?
No, I do that, but I'm talking about like what do you like? What is your goal? I guess it would be.
I'd like what would make you happy?
That's what I'm
like.
asking.
Where's the limit? We're like, okay, I'm not. I lost.
So basically, if you get like
content, what would make you content at the end of the day?
In the 250 class or the 450 class?
In racing in general this year.
Yeah, just like at the end of the year, what would make you go, that was a pretty good year?
Riding with, well, I guess if we're not talking about results, if we're just talking about like what would, I guess, I mean, because I mean, at the end of the day, results are kind of what makes you happy. You can ride not good and get a good result, and you're still going to be kind of like, okay, well, whatever, I got a good result. Right. But what would, I guess, make me happy is riding less stressed out than I was last year, especially in the first part of the season. And having more days like I had it at Charlotte, just kind of that was a pretty good day all around. I rode more loose. I had a little bit more fun, and just try to open up on the bike more and be like, I look at videos from early on in Supercross last year, and I was riding so like cramped up on the bike and so like tight, and all the things that I worked on with Rhino the year before to open up and stuff just went straight out the window. And a little bit of that was that was just me riding cautious, riding timid, and maybe not being so comfortable with the bike at the start of the season, and a number of things. But since I've been riding the 450, that is something that I've noticed is I have opened up a lot more on the bike, and I've been able to just ride the bike more with that technique and all the kind of progress that I made whenever I worked with Rhino. So bringing some of that back and just trying to stick with it and not get to the race and just tighten back up immediately. That, I guess that would make me happy. I mean, I guess that doesn't exactly answer your question, but that's kind of, that is what that to me would be progress from last year. If we're not talking about results, because obviously I could tell you numbers and what would make me happy after the first round in the 450 class. And then, but that all is dependent on where I kind of fit in after the first round. So I kind of have to get in there and just see where that goes. So if we're just talking about what would be progress to me, not specifically results, then I would say just riding more like myself and being more open and being more fluid on the bike and just, riding like me. And the videos of me riding on the 450 is funny because like the first time I saw one of the videos, I was like, man, that looks like me. Like that is looks like me riding. Like I've been missing that. So that was really nice to see. And I said it in my Instagram post a couple weeks ago or whatever that it's hard to compare myself to, I kind of have stopped trying to compare. Everybody else does, but I've kind of tried to stop comparing myself to the old me or to what I used to be, because I'm not really that guy anymore. Just physically, mentally, I mean, a lot is different in normal life and racing life, and my body and just everything is different than who I was, 5 years ago whenever I was battling for championships and shit. But it's hard for me to kind of compare myself to that. I've kind of just had to accept, like, look, I'm not that necessarily that specific guy anymore. So I just need to I want to work on trying to be the best version of my current self with the flaws that I have, the body parts that don't work anymore, the bad knees, the nerve issue in my arm that I can't hardly hold on with my left arm, and just all the stuff that I have, that just my different, mindset mentally and just all that stuff. I've kind of am done comparing myself to the old me, because I'm not that anymore. So I just need to try to. And whenever I think about that, it honestly just pisses me off, or just whenever I look back on the past, it frustrates me. So the only thing I can do is control the future or control the present, I guess. So I just need to try to be the best version of myself. So whether that's, obviously we'll have to see where I fit in with that, but it's just going to be improving within myself every weekend, I guess, and not being worried about the guys around me, or whether it be 250 class or 450 class, just trying to be a better me every weekend, I think would be an improvement on last year.
Well, as a fan, that's great to hear, because the last time you were talking about just need to get through the races, and now we hear like you're past that, and so I'm gonna be looking for like big whips and stuff during qualifying, see some fun.
Yeah, because that equates to race wins.
It does. It equates to being feeling free,
comfortable,
and comfortable,
confident,
so.
yeah.
It does, yeah. It does. Like that's what I mean. It does. Whenever you're tossing the bike a little bit, or just like riding open and just doing rhythms quick in practice, and getting the flow of the track quick, like all those little things, getting a good start on the practice starts, like those little things. Everybody, guys can say, oh, they don't matter. And I've said it before. I've said, like, if I've had a bad qualifying, qualifying doesn't matter. That stuff does.
Absolutely.
That stuff does matter. It does matter. Everybody who says qualifying doesn't matter is usually after a bad qualifying session, because when you're P1, you're not saying, oh, qualifying doesn't matter. You're like, I was the fastest in qualifying, and that gives me some confidence going into the races tonight. Like that's kind of just how that stuff goes. So, I hope to bring some of the fluidness and some of the open riding style and some of the just looseness and riding like I know how to ride.
Just a big oppo over the finish line first lap.
Stop it.
That'd be nice. Like that.
Hey, so Austin, the TF 450 is obviously a new bike. I know Chris Kiefer and a bunch of guys were helping develop the production model, but what do you like most about this race bike? What's stands out, and is there maybe something that you would like to get a little more out of that you're still working on?
To be honest, like I don't know if it's just how we've set the bike up this year or whatever, because we've learned some stuff from how we went about it last year, but I just felt like or just being that it's a 450 versus a 250, because I've never even before I started riding like the Triumph on Supercross like a month ago, I had never ridden a 450 on a Supercross track, just outdoor tracks. So I had never ridden it. So I kind of don't really have a lot to base it off of. I don't know if this is for sure just a 250 versus 450 thing, but the 450 to me feels a lot less twitchy than our 250 did last year. I felt like at times the 250 was a little just twitchy and would do little things here and there. And when you're trying to hit a whoop section and it just steps out just a little bit, or the bar's knife in a certain spot or whatever, like and whether it's enough or not to actually make you go down, just that little bit takes your confidence out of the bike a little bit. And that I felt like was one of that was probably overall my I guess one of my bigger issues with the bike last year, was just working kind of a little bit of the twitchiness out of it. Which I did come from a Cowie, and that is kind of known as being one of the more stable bikes. It's actually the opposite problem with the Cowie. It's getting the thing to turn, because a lot of the time that bike does not like to turn sometimes. So it's pretty much the opposite problem of kind of what the Triumph liked to turn. It was turning too much or whatever that was the problem with that. So I guess it was, and the 450 is a lot better in that area, in my opinion. Like, that's just what I haven't ridden the 250 since they've worked on a bunch of stuff with it in the off season. I only rode the 250 like for a day or two before I got on the 450, because when that kind of came up all of a sudden, and then we were like, okay, well, if this is going on, then I need to start riding the 450 now. So then I started riding that. So I don't even think I did any testing on the 250 of their new stuff. I just rode what I had on last year for the first couple days. So I don't really know if that is just a suspension, that the progress they've made with the bike overall. So if the 250 feels better this year than last year too, but just from getting on the 450, it feels less twitchy, just overall a more stable bike to me than than how the bike felt last year. So that's, I don't have anything to compare it to on a Supercross track, but it felt pretty good just right away as far as stability and just overall comfort. The balance of the bike felt pretty nice. Even when we rode them, I mean, we had some stock bikes that we would ride every now and then on outdoors last year. I really liked that. It was a bone stock 450 with bars on it. That's it. And we would ride it for outdoors some last year. And I really liked how that bike felt, just bone stock. Like, it was, I mean, it felt better bone stock than I felt like my Cowie 450 did whenever I would ride that every now and then. And that had full A kit. It was fully built. And I thought that the stock Triumph felt better than that did. Wow. So, I mean, I was actually really surprised with the 450, with just how kind of a little bit of the issue that we were having with the 250. And I have really not felt much of that at all on the 450. And again, I don't know if that's just the 250 versus 450 and they're just going to feel different like that, or if that's the progress we've made, but that's just my experience with it is it's kind of gotten rid of some of the issues that we had with the 250. So, okay, I mean, that's great. And I haven't felt that since riding it on outdoors or anything. So, I mean, it's kind of been in my experience so far, it's been all good.
All right, let's close this out with a listener question. We got a bunch on Instagram, but we'll choose one, and I'm going to go with Big Nasty. What do you think your biggest hurdle going from the 250 to the 450 will be? You've kind of talked about this a little bit, but is there one thing that's like, okay, this racing the 450 versus the 250, this might be the thing that's tough?
I would say, I mean, I guess I could say the guys in the class, yeah. Obviously the 450 class is very stacked, but on one hand, I think it obviously the speed and maybe the intensity of the 450 class, and for the 20+1 will be tough. But on another hand, one of my complaints last year was that, not getting a good start. The guys in the 250 class are all over the place. You got kids out there and guys that are just super squirrely, and you don't know what they're going to do. I feel like, I mean, maybe not. I guess I'll figure it out at A1, but I feel like the 450 guys are just more kind of, I mean, everybody's older and no one is basically willing to put their life on the line. Like some of these there's some of these 250 kids out there that they're like, they will die to get a 12th over a 14th. They will literally clean you and them. Yeah. So there's guys like that. We're in the 450 class. I from the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like it's as much that way. So, I feel like on one hand that obviously the guys are going to be faster, and I feel like the intensity is going to be probably even higher in the 450 class for the whole moto. But on the other hand, I feel like it's maybe safer overall racing just because you don't have those guys that are just willing to basically die for a spot in the mid-teens,
sure.
That we're in the 450 class. It's like we kind of, I feel like, and I say we, but I guess I'm saying us older guys are kind of like, okay, well, yes, could I get to 14th from 15th if I go in and absolutely just T-bone this dude? Yeah, maybe, but like, is it worth it? Like, I mean, I might just take a 15th tonight, like that's kind of the mindset you start to have as you get older. At least maybe that's just me, and some of the 250 guys, they don't have that mindset. They're absolutely just willing to go to hell and back for, one position, and when it's not a podium or a top 5 or hardly even a top 10 sometimes. So, I guess competition, but I guess good and a bad way, at least from so far outside looking in.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I will see you. I'm sure. Are you doing press Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you Friday morning, I guess. But man, we appreciate you doing this, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Sweet. Sounds good. I'll see you guys there.
All right, Austin. Take care, buddy.
All right. Yep. See you.
That's Austin Forkner, brought to you tonight by Guts Racing. Dude, I like where his head's at.
I think that this 450 thing is kind of a blessing in disguise for him. Like the question I asked, where it kind of takes his mind off of where he was at, and I think he'll gain some knowledge and experience in the 450 class. And then I would like to see him stick with the original idea of doing the first couple of rounds and then going to doing the East Coast and 250s. I don't think
that's what he'll do.
I know, but they said that obviously if he comes out and is like top 3 in the points, then he's going to keep doing 450 things. But if reality, that's probably not going to be the case. Right. So I want to see him take what he learns for these first couple of rounds and back to the East Coast and be a title contender like he wants to be, like he said he was going to be.
So since y'all are both Prado haters,
this is not Prado Pod. This is Forkner Pod.
I don't think I said anything about Prado, but okay.
We just know it.
All right.
Does Prado beat Forkner?
Oh, that's a kind of a good question.
Like overall
for the races that Austin does. Oh, just A1.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
You think Prado will beat
Forkner?
I think so. Not a chance.
I disagree. I put Forkner over.
Now,
Prado.
obviously, I'm a Prado fan. I think.
So where do you put Forkner?
Yeah, now
I say his.
It's so easy. Like I listened to the Vital MX, all the post race preview shows that he and ML did, and it's like there was a whole bunch of guys that were like, like 9 to 11 or 6 to 8. Or
there's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys in that little spot.
I would say that going into this, I'd say Forkner's. I
think Prado and go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, I interrupted you first, so it's fine. I would say that Forkner's ceiling at A1 would probably be like 9th or 8th. I think that's his ceiling. I think realistically, I'd probably put him I'd say if he was like 12th or 13th, I'd be like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was a good round.
It's just tough. I don't know. I would
you say
both.
That 12th or 13th would be a good finish for him?
For Austin or Prado? Which one?
I guess either.
I think they're both in that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 9 to 12.
But if Forkner came out and got like 7th or 8th, you'd be like, oh shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he can.
But would you be like, holy shit?
Let's ask our next guest.
Okay, let's ask.
So he's going to be brought to you by Racetech, and for over 40 years, Racetech has been supplying the motorcycle industry with high-quality suspension components made right here in the USA. From modern to vintage, Racetech is your go-to source for suspension performance. Visit racetech.com. Tonight, racetech.com brings us from the Liquid Moly Beta Racing team, Benny Bloss. What's up, Benny?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
You got a big race this weekend, Benny? Or
do what?
Is there a big race you're going to this weekend or something? I feel like there's something going on.
That's what they say.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not like you're just feeling super stressed out right now, but
dude, it's only one race of 31. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not doing all 31 probably, but still, it's just one race, man. It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
I wish that it felt like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
I'm not stressed at all. I don't know what your problem
Yeah,
is.
you're looking forward to the travel,
Yes.
to see your friends.
Listen, before we get into you, Scotty here just asked me, because we just had Austin on, and I don't know if you heard, but he asked who finishes better at A1. Oh, did you ask TJ? Sorry, man. TJ's getting mad over here.
DJ.
Who finishes better at A1, Austin Forkner or Jorge Prado?
Oh man, that's
I
tough.
feel like it is too. I said Prado, but then they made me question myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing, like Austin, I don't know how much. I don't think he's been riding that long, like
said-
back from injury.
He said he's feeling really good on the 450.
Really confident
he
on
just
it,
got
like-
off the phone.
Flying at the test
I mean-
track.
It sucks because he looks good in clips, so you have no idea. Because everybody looks good in clips, right?
Yeah. He said he's more confident on the 450 coming into A1 than he was last year on the 250, coming off those injuries and stuff. So,
Yeah, I want to. Man, I don't know. I want to say Forkner probably.
okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put that in my little.
I
notebook.
don't know what to expect from Prado.
Sure. Well, we don't really know what to expect from Austin either.
Then here's the question:
true.
do you put yourself in that same range, that same spot as those two guys?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of.
mean, I'd like to beat them, obviously, but
I could
yeah,
see you beating
probably around there.
Yeah, you're one of the 20 guys that are 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stacked field, as we say. But all right, Benny. So look, coming off of 25, I feel like you had a pretty good season, man. I think you're fairly happy with the season, the Supercross season. But we're coming into a whole new year. You and Oldenburg, and then of course we had your teammate Dare DeMartile on a few weeks ago, and he's ready to step in if you don't step up. So, what are our goals? What are our expectations for 26?
Oh, I mean, I feel like the goal's always the same, is to get top 10s.
Okay.
I don't know. I really want to get better starts. Like, I want to improve on stuff that I was terrible at last year. I was terrible on starts last year, but we've done a lot of work on that, especially with like the bike, making it better for that. But I mean, the goal, like, I was happy with the results last year, but I wasn't happy with the results until, I don't know, like halfway through the season.
Yeah.
I want to be happy with the results from the beginning, like I don't want to start doing good once guys start to fall off, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Of course it does.
You know, like I want to start the season and be battling with the guys that I feel like I should battle with in the beginning, not halfway through.
Yeah, not coming on strong at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I'd obviously like to do good all year and not fall off, but I got to start there to be able to do that. So that's kind of my goal.
Go ahead, TJ.
Yeah. I had a question. You kind of brought something up that made me think about it. You have raced for a long time. You have a lot of experience to be able to answer this. It's kind of one of those would you rather things, but would you rather have, like, you came in with Beta with a new bike, having to learn it. There was a learning curve. The team knew it. And so there was some ups and downs with the bike. What's more frustrating, having to deal with a bike and learn it, and it's sometimes holding you back, or having the perfect bike, but you just can't seem to get the results you expect out of yourself?
I mean, I think it'd be more frustrating if the bike's perfect and you're not performing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a dumb question, TJ.
Well, I was just curious. I mean, some guys could be like upset with the bike or whatever.
I'm just messing with you.
I mean, even like starting with the bike, like that first year, I knew what I was getting into. Like, we knew what to expect, and like we struggled a little bit and then came on pretty strong towards the end. But even like in the beginning of that season, it's not like I was riding great either. So like for me, it was hard to be like, oh yeah, it's all the bike, because it wasn't, like.
Right.
But I think it would be pretty frustrating if you have like just the most perfect bike ever and you're just sucking.
Yeah, of course.
That would be pretty terrible.
Yeah. So you mentioned a couple things, right? One of the things you said is like you want to be better at starts and those goals, but then you also said like top 10 overall would be a goal. Which goal would you more focus on? Like a week-to-week goal? Is that more important than the long-term goal? Because I would think so, because I think in the end, if you get week-to-week goals, you'll meet the long-term goal. But like, which one would you focus on more?
I definitely think the week-to-week.
Yeah.
Like you said, if I perform every week how I feel like I should, then I'm gonna meet the long-term goal. So I'm just focused on A1 right now, and then we'll work on San Diego after that. It's just, gosh, it's so like nerve-wracking heading into the first round. It's just, you don't know where you stack up against everybody, and it's just,
but Benny,
I'm nervous.
I mean, TJ just said like you've been racing so long. You have done this a long time. Like what?
A long time, yeah.
What do you mean it's nerve-wracking? You don't know where you stack up. It's the same thing every year, bro. You know how good you are. Like,
yeah, but it's a different year. You just don't know.
No, it's like, what do you think? All of a sudden, now I'm going to suck, or this guy's going to be twice as good as like. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think you're going to. Any of you guys at your level are going to improve like 10 steps or drop 10 steps. Like, you're kind of in that same area, and I don't know. Like, why you like? You're not going to lose your job tomorrow. You're good.
I mean, that's true. It is. To me, it's always been a crazy stat, but I feel like I've broken my curse. So, you guys say I've raced. So you guys say I've raced a long time, right? Last year, 2025 was the very first Anaheim 1 main event that I've made.
Oh, that's true.
I remember you saying that.
And oh man, going into it last year, I was just like, it's such a terrible feeling knowing that stat, because people would remind me every year. But now I've broken it. I'm free of it. So
so you should be so much.
We're gonna have a good
stressed.
A1. I will say, like, gosh, dude, the thing to say is, man, my bike's never been better. I've never been better. Like, oh my, I'm so tired of hearing that. I'm gonna be honest. I do wish that I felt better. This is like, there's some years where I come in, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna absolutely kill it. And like now I'm kind of like, man, I wish I kind of felt better. Like, I don't feel bad. I'll have days where I'll leave the track and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm unstoppable. I feel incredible. And then the next day I'm ready to freaking drive into the median on my way home. So it's kind of, I'm trying to have consistent days, but like, man, I almost think maybe it's good that I don't feel as amazing as I think I could. Like, going into SMX this year, I told Davey, I told my dad, I told my wife, like before the first round, I was like, I don't even know if it's worth me going to this race with how bad I felt. I'm like, I don't feel prepared at all. And then I went there and I felt like I rode really, really good. And so I'm like, maybe we're on to a good thing here. I don't know.
Your poor wife.
My fitness feels great. My speed feels great from time to time, and then there's other times where I'm just like, man, I kind of suck.
What'd you have, Scotty?
Well, I was just gonna give you a unique perspective for this upcoming season. This will be the first time you've gone to A1 in the first few rounds where the Chiefs aren't in the playoffs, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh my god!
We're saving that.
You don't have to worry about that.
Think about that stress that's off of my body.
Yeah, there you go. They had to sacrifice it for your season this year.
Scotty knows all about that. He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, trust me, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah.
So you said top 10 is a goal that you'd like to strive for. I would like you to strive for at least 14th.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Because I've never got 14th in Anaheim 1.
No, overall. I mean, for the season.
14th for the season?
Yeah, dude. Your Supercross points, the best you've ever finished, unless I read wrong, was 15th, and that was 18, 24, and 25. You've been 15th.
I thought I finished 14th.
I'll double check while we're talking, but okay, yeah. But yeah, let's shoot for 14th. Let's do one better.
Shoot for top 10.
No.
And beating Mitchell.
We're shooting for top 10.
You gotta beat Mitchell.
Shoot for the stars.
Okay, top 10. I like it.
Top 10.
And beating Mitchell.
Beating Mitchell, yeah. That's
No, he can't do
That's
that.
not on the list of my goals, but let's add it, I guess.
Like, you can't do that. Mitchell is a Northeast Texas boy. So I'm sorry.
While you're looking that up, also, Benny Bloss tonight brought to you by Race Tech. I'm going to ask you a question. And I actually asked, what?
I'm just waiting for this.
I asked Freddie this, but
for this question.
I think you and I are good enough friends that this will not come off disrespectful. I hope not.
Oh, wow.
So my first,
I'm interested now.
Are you sitting down, Benny?
so first things first.
I'm sitting down.
Okay.
Do you believe you are capable of winning a race or even a title at this level?
Winning a title?
Let's just go winning a race. Let's go winning a race.
Do I think I'm capable of winning a race? Absolutely.
Okay. So
Specific conditions, I think. I'd like to think that I'm pretty realistic. Am I going to come out at Anaheim 1 where it's 65 degrees, weather's perfect, everything's great? Oh, it's going to be tough.
Mhm.
Like the percentages probably aren't super high in my favor.
Okay.
If you talk about like a Foxborough 25, fully capable.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The reason
No question, actually.
The reason this question came to my mind, I was thinking about riders like yourself, who are some of the best riders in the world, obviously, but not, there's still another level and another level with a guy like a Chase or an Eli. And you have to, as a professional athlete, feel like you could win in order to keep trying to get better, to keep competing, I would think. If you're on a team sport and you're a mid-level guy, but the rest of your team's, top level, you could still win titles, you still win championships, et cetera, et cetera. In an individual sport, if you go like, man, I know I'm never going to win a race. I know I'm never going to win a title. How do you keep going? So the mental side of that was interesting to me for a guy, a guy that's probably not a championship favorite.
Wow, that's crazy. The disrespect is insane.
Yeah.
Go to Instagram comments. People, you'll find out what people think of me.
Don't worry, Benny. He starts off every interview with every guest as a negative.
As negative as possible.
That was SMS,
Who did you ask this question to?
Freddie.
What did he say?
He said that it actually kind of motivated him a little bit. He thought it was really he kind of got his
answered
mind
the same
thinking.
as you did.
Yeah, kind of the same as you. I don't think he thinks he's a title threat, but it makes him rethink things. And now I want to get better. It kind of almost like a motivation. Now I want to try to figure out how to get better. Which he obviously, I want to do that.
I think I have the skill to do that. I just have not been able to put everything together to even make that a thought, I guess.
As a fan, Benny, I don't think that I could, very few races that I've watched where I see you ride and I'm like, all right, Benny hit his ceiling. I don't think that you've truly hit your ceiling at any point in your career yet.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I think that I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I could get better. I definitely feel like there's better results on the board for me possible. So that's why I keep doing it. And it's fun.
Okay, let's do a follow-up question then. Because TJ and I have had kind of arguments or discussions about racing in general. And are you racing because racing to win or racing because it's fun? We talk with our discussions because I've been at the amateur level and it's a long story. It doesn't really matter. But do you race to win? Is that why you race, or do you race because you love it? It's you're earning a living, but at the end of the day, I feel like you race to win.
Yeah, all of it really.
Okay, so TJ and I are both right, I guess. Not really. You're always wrong, TJ.
I'm wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, TJ's wrong.
No, well, my thing is this. I know even from, like you said, amateur racing is nothing close to what y'all go through. But I go to the line a lot of times wanting to win, thinking that I could, if things go right, win, but knowing kind of where I want to be and what my goals are for the day. Whether it's at a big race and I'm like, I've got Don Bisceglia lined up next to me in one of the vet classes. I'm not going to beat Don Bisceglia, but I kind of hope he falls over in a corner and it gives me a chance. You know what I mean?
Is Don Bisceglia still racing?
Bro,
dude, he's still
so
shredded.
fast.
He's so fast.
Oh my God.
He'd probably get a top 10 at Anaheim this weekend.
Dude, you like, I know this is kind of off the subject, but like you'll watch him ride and you're like, he looks like a vet guy, but then he'll get like double gated with like a 2 or 25 plus pro or something like that, and he'll beat like half of them. Like it's insane.
Yeah. So like you're on the line, I'm on the gate, and I'm like, I'm out here because I want to bang bars with people. Obviously, I don't have a paycheck to get out of it or whatever, but I know I'm not going to win, but I'm still out there doing it, and that's kind of where this conversation is. It's like when you're lined up and you've got Jet and all these other guys, and I just think it's crazy to say, like, I think there's a chance I could just straight up outride them.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude.
No, I mean, dude,
No,
I get it.
Oh,
yeah.
Like I said, I like to think I'm pretty realistic. I think the chances of me fighting for a title are maybe not the best.
Right.
Okay.
But I think in a certain scenario, I think I could win a race.
But I don't think.
I think it would probably it's going to have to be a mud race.
It'd be
right?
so sick though if you did.
Oh, dude, you could.
Oh my! I might retire right there on the podium. Like if I win Anaheim 1 this weekend, you may never see me again.
Yeah. Hey, Dare, if you're available, we are going to need you.
No, I mean I would definitely still go. Oldenburg says all the time. He said, if I win a race, I'm riding my bike back to my house. You will never see me again. Ever.
That's awesome. That's
like
awesome.
I respect it, honestly.
You got anything, Scotty? Or?
I'm good for right now. I'm okay.
All right. So, yeah, A1, the nerves, but how has testing gone, honestly? How's the bike? What improvements have been made? I don't know enough about the beta. Is it all new beta? Is it the same bike?
Same bike.
Okay.
We made some pretty substantial upgrades, I feel like, to like the engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't want to say that it was slow before, but now it's like, okay, this thing's fast. Like I really, really like it. It's a little funny because they had sent me an engine to try, and like Carlin was, I don't want to say bothering me a lot, but he was like, please let me know like what you think of it. You got to let me know after you ride it. You got to let me know. And I rode it, and I think I disappointed him pretty good because I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's really much different. And I think we figured out, I don't think that I had the one that we were thinking in my bike to try, because when I did ride the new engine, it like I could tell riding back to the track from my shop, it was like, oh my gosh, like it's different. And
yeah,
it makes me very happy. So the bike is definitely better. Suspension was good last year. It's been good this year. This off season has been a lot different for me because, you know, this will be my 3rd year with Beta. And so the first year, I think I went to California October 1st. And so I was there with Beta for the entire off season of before the 24 season. And then the same thing for the 25 season. Where this year I spent like 10 total days in California, like in the beginning of December. So I was able to actually spend time at home in Oklahoma and do my off season there, which has been incredible. Like our track's really, really good there, and the dirt's been awesome. And so I think that's been a little bit better for me, mentally, to be at home in my own house, not staying in an Airbnb. And like the bike works good there. Bike works good in California. So, it's been nice.
Good.
It's been different, but nice. Like I don't think I've spent an off season in Oklahoma since maybe 2019, 2018. So it's been a while.
Yeah. Good.
So when you talk about, and I mean, we've heard Prado last year complaining about bike power, and then things come up about bike power. Is it overall power that you're looking for, or just where the power is and what they're able to do with that?
I just want like a lot of bottom. Like as soon as I get on the gas, I want like a lot because I'm fairly large.
Just slightly.
So like I'll come back from practice and my dad will be like, what are you doing out there? Jet's hitting that quad right there. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But I feel a lot more comfortable about hitting some, like, sometimes I'm a little skeptical to hit some of the jumps, you know, they're kind of big.
So
I feel a lot more comfortable now.
So it's an overall power thing, not just a placement of the power.
Yeah. That's like, I haven't rode another 450 for, a few years, but I feel like our bike right now is really fast.
Awesome.
All right.
That makes me happy.
Well, I think that top 10, it might be in sight then, and we did confirm.
I think it's there. I think I can reach and grab it.
Absolutely.
On Monday had a terrible day, and I was just like ready to fight people, and then really anyone. And then Tuesday was incredible, so I'm like, last day of riding, I feel great.
Yeah.
Did just a bunch of sprints on Tuesday, did starts, flew to California, and so hopefully we get to ride press day.
I think the weather's good now, so I think there'll be some riding.
Can you imagine having to like fight him with that reach? Like I enjoy boxing, and I'm not tall, but I just can't imagine Benny just having to try to get past a jab.
Well, there's no him.
Well, I've never done that before, so I'm not a boxer, so you'd probably win.
I may have a chance.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
But I'm only 5'8", so I'm just telling you.
Yeah, that's going to be tough, actually. I don't know if you could reach my head.
It's a little bit of a mismatch.
Isn't your dad known for drop kicks anyways?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, before we let you go, a little non-moto. Obviously, rough year for your Chiefs. It looks like the NFL, they decided they were going to rewrite the script.
Club, man.
They're going to rewrite the script.
Oh, my gosh.
But I feel like as bad as the season went, that loss to the Raiders was got to be the lowest point in your fucking Chiefs fandom.
I didn't even get to watch it because it wasn't on in my area.
Mm-hmm.
For good reason, I would assume. So that's the only game I didn't get to watch. But when I saw some of the highlights, I'd never even heard of the quarterback that was throwing the ball.
Well, honestly, like as tough as it is, the Mahomes getting hurt kind of gave y'all like a something to say for the season. Like, oh well, yeah, Mahomes got hurt, even though you were already out of the playoffs before that. But still,
yeah. I mean, let's be realistic. That didn't change anything.
I know, but people are still going to say that.
Well,
the people that have texted me and DM'd me about the Chiefs being terrible this year, pretty incredible, honestly.
Yeah.
The amount. And you know what? Greatness does that to people, I guess.
Yeah,
it
they
does.
just get so hateful.
It's fun to hate.
I don't think it helps. I talk a lot of shit.
Yep.
I do. So it's I can't really be mad because they have been waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
But the most people that talk to me are Cowboys fans, and it's like, what do you have?
Worst.
What do you have?
Look,
Thanksgiving was a beautiful day. I will say that.
Cowboy fans are already like, yeah, but 27s are a year.
Somebody told me
I'm not that Cowboys fan.
Somebody told me the other day, they were like, the Chiefs are over. They're done. They've been frauds the whole time. I'm like, they've been to 5 Super Bowls in the last 7 years.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Say that.
They beat my team twice in 2 of them.
The Cowboys haven't been to the conference championship in
how long? I'm aware. Yeah, but I'm not one of those that's
right.
We win 3 games and we're like, we're going to the bowl. That's not how I do it.
I land at 12:30 on Sunday. I have a 2-hour drive home, and the 49ers play the Eagles at 3:30. So let's go.
That's going to be a tough loss to have to watch right after that travel day.
Well, the tough one was the Seattle one because that was. I didn't think we'd win that game, but it would have really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. Honestly, as a Cowboys fan, as far as the 49ers and Eagles game goes, the most ideal thing for us to happen would be a meteor comes down. I was going to say a bomb. Or a plane crashes or something like that.
Yeah, but my expectations.
Yeah, see, I just I watch college football. I watch the Sooners, and they just absolutely disappointed me for, another year. They're always good, and then they suck when they need to be good.
Right.
And now I've always had the Chiefs, and it's like, now they suck.
Now you have nothing, but we're going racing to A1. You got that.
We have that.
Yeah.
We do have that. The weather's nice out here, so that's that's nice. I heard the track might be gnarly.
Okay.
Just based off of I believe that the floor was pretty wet when they.
I wouldn't know. I got kicked out of the group text.
Yeah. It's not the same since then.
Yeah, I mean, me, Lewis, Kellen, everybody got kicked out. It's not really fair.
Who kicked y'all out?
Cade.
Oh.
Cade likes to say it was a group, but it was Cade.
It was Cade. It was Cade.
It was.
Some of the people that like, I don't know, there's some people in there that still don't talk. Like,
yeah,
if you're in, you need to talk. I feel like you talked.
I did.
Kellen, I honestly forgot was even in there.
Yep. I did. I was involved, but Kay decided it needed to be tighter. It needed to be like it used to be. So yeah, we got booted.
Don't worry, there's been more people kicked since then. So
Oh really? Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get kicked now since I said that.
It's like
Cade's gonna be listening.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to stay in. What happens in the chat stays in the chat.
That's right.
But I brought it up, so
I didn't release details. So
no, you did not. I brought it up, so that's on me. But all right, Benny, I'll see you Friday, man. Thank you for jumping on here, and I am obviously pulling for you to get that top 10 and meet your goals.
I appreciate it.
You got it, man. I'll see you Friday.
See ya.
All right, bye. That's Liquid Molly Beta Racing's Benny Bloss. That was tough to say.
I think there may have been a point when I was saying to him, he may want to punch me in the head.
No, I think he's cool.
Yeah.
That was a fun interview. He took it well.
Yeah, Benny's chill.
Yeah. Let me text him. Thank you. And we're going to jump into
T-Bolt USA.
Well, we got to do our Arenacross talk.
Well, we never
first?
Huh?
We're doing that first.
Yeah, we're going to do
you
that.
Said we were going to go back to grow your ass off. Didn't TJ have to do his?
Do you have one?
Yeah, but it was just Louisiana roads. I was just like,
oh, they're terrible.
Bro, it's so bad. Like you have a whole state that has like gambling legal. Like they tax your income. They have all these things, and their roads are so bad that I literally spit profanity driving down them. It is uncalled for. That I work on a drilling rig, and we have lease roads, which are caliche, and they are smoother than their highways.
Caliche, like from Game of Thrones?
Caliche?
Khaleesi. I was joking.
Oh, because they have caliche roads, which is like a powder rock.
Yeah.
And that's smoother than Louisiana highways. It is a complete. Anyways,
it's crazy. Like as soon as you cross the border, you're cruising at like 90 in Texas, having a good time.
Speed bump,
and then you just go into
Louisiana. There it goes again. 90. Speed limit 75.
Dude, if you're doing like 80 on I-20, you're getting passed.
Speed limit 75, bro.
Hold on. I will say this.
Okay. All right. I'm the only one that goes 80 on I-20. All right.
You are. Listen, the highway, other than the interstate, every speed limit in Louisiana is 55 miles an hour.
I know. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know why?
Nobody goes that.
Let's move on.
The reason why is because
Why are we in a hurry?
They tax their people so bad they can't even afford to buy good enough cars to go 70.
From the factory floor to the finish line, this is a Cherbys. For over 40 years, we've shaped the look, feel, and protection of motocross. Every curve, every vent, every color. Engineered for riders who push the limits. Cherbys plastics and accessories are built for durability, tested in the harshest conditions, and trusted by champions worldwide. Whether you're lining up at the gate or chasing your next ride, Cherbys gives your bike the identity it deserves. CherbysUSA.com. Let's do Cherbys USA Arenacross discussion.
Bro, what?
So, if you're watching on YouTube, we've got a couple clips that we're gonna play, and we've got some. They sent us some assets. Going, right? Yeah, you can just let them roll.
All right.
We'll go to the other one when we get to that particular discussion. But Boise,
dude, the track was so good.
Really good track,
bro.
Racing wasn't as exciting as Loveland, Colorado, for sure. But look, this series...
It's kind of round one, though, right? Like, I know that...
I would almost say, yeah. It's like, I mean, Huntington Beach was round one, but it's almost like... That felt very last minute. It felt like it was separate. So I do sort of feel like the series started in Boise. And we kind of have a clear group of guys that are your top guys.
Yeah.
Ryan Brees, Robbie Wageman, Cole Thompson, and Austin Politelli. Unfortunately, it sounds like...
I hope it's not true.
So, Robbie Wageman is going to be racing Supercross this weekend.
Yes.
He will not be at Toronto.
Yeah.
So at that point, he's out.
He's
and
out.
It sounds to me like Yamaha with Team Solitaire, which is Robbie Wageman and Cole Thompson.
Right.
Yamaha one guy in Supercross, one guy in Arenacross, and Cole's going to stick with Arenacross. Robbie is being asked to race Supercross. So he's no longer going to be in the title hunt. And that sucks for the series because those 4 guys were really going at it. And Kyle Bitterman was showing some really nice signs of speed at times. I don't think he's quite on those other 4's level yet. But losing Robbie Wageman hurts the series. It's a disappointment. He got his win at Loveland.
Yeah.
And what was just an incredible race. Look, there's some good racing going on. It's been really exciting to have this series, the AMA Arenacross series. I've been enjoying it so far, 3 rounds in. The Loveland race, the LCQ, first of all, was insane. Dude, guys were like almost dying off that catapult that I guess got...
Oh, the 250?
That was the main. I said LCQ. Was that the main or the...
That was the main event for the 250.
Yes, the main. I'm sorry, the main. The 250 main event was nuts.
It was like a murder. Like it was like watching.
I don't know if I want to use that terminology exactly.
It was because I guess they changed the lip.
Yeah.
After the guys do track prep. Mistakes happen, I guess, or whatever. But there were so many guys that went to Indonesia. It was insane.
So round 3, Loveland, Colorado, 2 lights main event. Dave Morales. I think Dave might have pulled the whole shot. John Douglas was chasing him down and clipped the catapult on the first lap and just destroys Dave. Destroys him.
Hurts his hand.
And John kind of ran away for a second. He was like, this guy's about to beat me up.
He did. He just took off running.
He throws his hands up. He's like, it was an accident. And, but throughout the race, 3 more dudes clipped that thing, and
it wasn't
Jet Kellogg went
down.
over the bars.
Yep.
It was so exciting. It was nuts, man.
Half of the class didn't even jump it.
Yeah. Oh well, even in the Arenacross class, the Arenacross AX Pro class, there was guys not jumping it.
Right.
I mean, Wageman didn't jump it a few laps.
This was just the finish line?
Yeah.
So because I watched all the races coming up to it, the heat races and the LCQs and stuff like that, it had more pop to it. And it was a pretty good size finish line, but it had more pop and the landing was kind of tall.
Yeah.
And it was just a peak and guys were just barely able to get their front wheel over it and then just
and the track was a little dry slick, and if you didn't get that right-hander perfect, they weren't jumping it. So there was in the main event too, when all the craziness happened with Cole Thompson and Ryan Brees.
Right there.
Yeah, is it on the screen? There was a moment where Ryan Brees and Cole Thompson were going at it, and they had some run-ins, and there's a lot of video clips on Arenacross's Instagram, and we're playing it right now. But those guys kind of classic Arenacross style were almost taking each other out.
Yeah.
And they caught towards the end of the race, they caught a lapper, Ryan Brees and Cole Thompson, and had to roll the finish line. So you have 3 guys, the lapper, Cole Thompson, Ryan Brees rolling the catapult, and Robbie Raidson was like, hell with it, I'm hucking it anyway. And he jumps it over the 3 of those guys and takes the lead.
1. Yeah, I know.
Just really, dude, it's exciting, man. I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed it last year. So if you aren't watching this, look, man, I get it. This weekend, Anaheim's going on. But Sunday afternoon, after you chilled out, you woke up, you got to watch the 2 rounds at Toronto. It's going to be exciting.
Well, heck, by the time that
Brees is leading the title right now, the points, but it may not stay that way.
By the time that a Supercross is over, it's going to happen so early, you may be able to catch the main events for Arenacross.
That is possibly true.
Yeah.
I don't know what the time difference is. And where's Toronto? Is that East Coast or West Coast?
What time is A1 starting? The night show, 4?
I believe it's 3:30 hour.
No,
it's 3:30 local
time.
time. So 5:30 hour
crazy.
time.
I get. I know. That's
we're not talking. We're sticking with the Arenacross. But
it's exciting. It's so exciting. And we did this series last year, and the promoters and the people that work it are so dedicated to making good racing. Like it's unbelievably exciting. And if you have more,
I don't think Austin Politelli has shown how good he is yet.
Right.
So I do believe, like, look, the title contenders, there's probably 3 now.
Yeah.
But those 3 are very evenly matched on these really tight technical arena cross tracks. In main event 1, like Ryan Brees struggled in the whoops, and the AP Austin Politelli was better and got that win. But then whatever they changed, whether bike set up, we're going to try to get Ryan on the show next week. He was much better in the second race. And and I know it's just exciting. There's a lot going on with this arena cross race.
Was there ever an answer on why Cole Thompson didn't have a whole shot device going in the second race?
Oh, I think he said it broke.
It broke.
It broke?
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah.
That, you're so used to seeing him with all whole shot devices.
Yeah.
With seeing one without, it's like, holy crap, he looked like a giraffe compared to them.
But in that second main, there was some drama, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can go and play that clip.
Oh yeah.
Cole Thompson kind of tagged Ryan Brees, and then Ryan Brees runs him wide, and a little bit later, Ryan Brees just kind of T-boned Cole.
Yeah. Kind of?
Okay. Legitimately. But so let me ask you this. I've said before, when it comes to supercross racing, I don't like just straight up T-bones. I don't like that kind of racing. But arena cross is kind of known for that. So how do you guys feel about that type of racing in arena cross?
It's arena cross.
If you both go down, then it's a foul or it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
So you kind of have the same opinion as
absolutely.
supercross.
If you both go down, then it was uncalled for. If you go in and they leave the door open, because he kind of went wide. He could have dove in. He could have Cole
went wide,
yes,
right?
He kind of did. He went like kind of mid to the top of the berm. And when he did that, I mean, you got Brees behind you. You have somebody who you've been playing cat and mouse with, battling right behind you.
Yeah.
You have to expect something. And to me, it looked like he was trying to close the door and just didn't, because his teammate was right in front of him. He didn't want to like T-bone his teammate, so he checked up, and it was, but Brees was in the wrong because they both went down.
Well, and ultimately, he was about to win the overall.
Yes.
Even without that pass.
Yeah.
So it was he kind of
Killed
sabotaged himself.
Yeah.
So in that regards, yes, he shouldn't have done it. But as far as riding dirty in arena cross, I mean, it's arena cross.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come around there to the laptop in a second. I think I may have misedited that video. Like I believe, does it show Cole Thompson talking?
Yeah.
And
he looks like he's going crazy.
So I think I had the audio on that, and maybe I should have done that as a separate video. I need to come around there because I wanted to play it because I want to get your thoughts on it in a second. But give me a second.
It looks like he was pretty heated.
Yeah, he was,
to say the least.
So here's the thing: the first two, Cole Thompson bumping Ryan Brees running Cole wide, I have no problem with. I don't like Ryan's T-bone towards the end of the race. I don't like that at all. That's just not that's not what I want to see out of my professional racing or any kind of racing. So, but Cole afterwards and in the press conference and in this video that I think that Arenacross was filming for their IG, he's like, "Hey man, I got some crazy in me. I love this stuff. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do this." And he said the same thing in the press conference. Like, I got something missing upstairs. He said, "I'm all about this. If this is what you want to do, this is what we're going to do." So, and if you listen to Pulp MX Monday night, Steve kind of said, like, I don't like the WWE stuff. And that is legitimately, it felt like he was doing a promo. I think that's kind of lame.
Oh, well,
you talk about it for a minute, TJ. I'm going to come around there and I'm going to see. I think the audio is there.
I think you got to think about it. Those guys are going to hype this kind of stuff up. They're going to basically make this part of what the show is to try to promote it, because when you have two riders that are like going head to head like that, if you can make it bigger. I mean, you think about Supercross or anybody, what are the highlight reels? The highlight reels are the crashes or that kind of stuff. And the reason why is because it brings people to watch, and people are going to continue to watch, continue to pay attention when you have something along those lines, as far as a guy yelling that I'm crazier than you. I mean, that's what he's basically doing, whether he really is or not. It's going to sell tickets. It's going to promote the series.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and then And he just got taken out, and that was the takeout. Like I said, was uncalled for.
Is it there?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not
There's
playing.
no audio?
No audio.
I screwed that up.
Oh, you screwed it up. But you don't need to see the audio if you're watching the video.
Bring the
He is,
fucking
yeah, go to their Instagram and follow the Arenacross.
Yeah.
That series
It's showing
promotes-
like it's playing.
I know,
nothing's
but
coming
I
out.
think I don't know. I screwed that up somehow, man. I meant to have the audio play at that point, but I should have done that separately. Anyway, so that's on me.
I don't know if there's.
It's fine. It's.
Nothing
I think
else
I took it off.
But that's fine. But anyways, like I was saying, I think it's really good for their series. As much as you hate it, you got to think of all of the
WWE thing
of the Monster Energy bros that are going to.
I mean,
love
look
that
what
kind of
it's.
stuff.
Look, you.
We're talking
hate
about
the WWE thing, but look at how much hype Deacon's gotten in
It
the
just
Supercross
feels.
series.
Yeah. Well, I don't
doing
like
that.
it when Hayden does it either. I just like
It works though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if it's good,
provocative. Gets the
if it's
people
good
going.
for the series, which I think is what you were saying when I was off air, then I'm happy about that because Arenacross, the AMA Arenacross series, and honestly the other Arenacross series too, need the fans to go support these events so that we have this type of racing so we don't lose it.
Yeah.
And there's good racing, man. There was good battles going on behind the leaders that we weren't seeing all the time. The Kyle Bitterman battles and what's Fapani's first name? Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah, like he's a young kid that's learning the ropes of Arenacross to hopefully maybe someday race Supercross. It's cool seeing him progress. I really enjoy this series, and I'm looking forward to after I get home Sunday, after I watch the 49ers hopefully win, watching the 2 Toronto rounds.
The chat
Right
saying
TV.
it may actually be playing on Facebook. We may not be able to hear it in our headset, but it may be playing on Facebook.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm just telling you what the chat's saying, so we're going to get to
On
that.
Facebook, we don't even stream on
Not
Facebook.
If
I mean,
we're just
on
going shot
YouTube,
for shot,
yeah.
the aim
All right,
is
well,
step in. Everyone's
Do we need to
gonna
be
end up
do we need to be quiet?
Reese, right here.
Do either of you have YouTube on? Check it out.
Shit, dude. I fucking love it. There's things missing in here.
Great radio.
I fucking love it, Breeze. Bring the fucking.
Well, let me know. Yeah, if it does,
Honestly,
if they can hear it.
Thank you.
Either way, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
You guys can find this footage at Arenacross's Instagram page, AMA Arena. Oh, it is there. Just stop that because it's delayed.
Yeah,
So
we're talking over it. Yeah.
Well, you were talking over it. If you had stuck with the
okay.
original plan, they would have been able to hear it.
I can stop now, but it's going to be a
It
minute
doesn't
before
matter.
it plays again.
Moving on.
So
They heard it.
okay, good. So if you're listening to archives, sorry, I screwed that up, but it's there.
Maybe you could fix it.
I can't fix it right now though.
No, later.
I might be able to add it in.
Maybe.
Okay. Either way, it's there. You can, Jesus.
Great.
We need
radio.
marks. How do we get marks?
I don't know, but Arenacross is awesome.
Yeah, it's
and
fantastic.
It's a pretty affordable deal to be able to watch it, and it's more racing. This year has been great racing with the World Supercross, multiple Arenacross series that are doing really good, and now we have a Supercross coming up. And like I was saying earlier, I don't think that it's like for me personally, because the racing has been so good in Arenacross and other series that it's almost like it hasn't been a lull in the racing. I've been just excited to watch, Brees just clean Cole out as I have been watching. As excited. Here we go.
Hang on, I got it. Just bear with me.
We're bearing with you.
Reese, right here. I love this shit, dude. I fucking love it. There's things missing in here. I fucking love it, Breeze. Bring the fucking heat. So as soon as I seen that they were there, especially with him, I'm setting the tone. Dude, I bumped him here on the first lap, like a bump. We both didn't go down. He tried to put me in there. He didn't. He just went straight. Honestly, I fucking love it, dude.
You get the point there. That's from Arenacross.
I think he liked it.
Arenacross USA's Instagram. So since I screwed it up in my editing, at least you guys got to hear that. So yeah,
Travis Mark said unbelievable about how bad we are doing.
Sorry, Travis. We are. I think we're living up to the expectations, though.
That's a good point.
We all haven't worked on apps for 10 years.
We're lined up next to Jet, and we're not going to win.
We can't afford a Travis Marks.
That's true.
So
we can't afford a Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah. As in free.
Yeah, I've given you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Come
yeah,
on, man.
Yeah. A little bit of gas money.
The shirt.
A little gas money.
Let's move on to the T-Bolt USA Top 5. This is one of my favorite segments. Oh, you're doing T-Bolt USA, TJ?
Oh.
Yep, I am. If you are a pit bike enthusiast and love shredding around and CRF 110, KLX 110, or whatever you have, you need
TTR. I don't have it on the list, but we got Yamaha USA.
Why would you interrupt him?
Bad. Just what the?
I'll mute my mic right now.
You need T-Bolt USA bookmark on your web browser. T-Bolt USA is a pit bike supply site that has everything you need for your pit bike and TTR 110. You can find handlebars kits featuring BBR, Pro Taper bars, D&M shocks, and even full bikes from YCF, Pitchster Pro, and Piranha. T-Bolt USA has it. They even have stuff for those Chinese bikes that are so difficult to find. You'll find pit bikes, engines, and parts at tboltusa.com.
Nice.
Good job, TJ.
Good read. Good read.
Even with being distracted.
Tonight's T-Bolt USA Top 5 is top 5 sitcoms of all time. TJ's idea. So TJ, you get to go first.
I do. Hold on, I got to write down I got to do my job too.
Okay. Scotty, go first.
No, he's got it.
Okay.
You good?
All right. We'll just sit here and wait.
No, he's got it.
I've got it. So obviously there's one on here we've talked about that is 100% like probably the. Oh, I need to scoot over. Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, but I'm gonna save it for last because it's the best. And you're. Oh, wait, what are you? What are you queuing up over there?
What are you ready for?
All right, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Number 5. I put this on there because it is one of my favorite shows. It's kind of a sitcom because it's a situational comedy.
That's what a sitcom is.
I know, but we talked about this, and my original thought was always like canned laughter, that kind of stuff. But I added this after you and I talked was Archer.
Oh, yeah, the cartoon?
The cartoon.
Is that a sitcom?
It's a cartoon.
Yeah. I think there are some sitcom, like I think The Simpsons would be
The Simpsons.
a sitcom.
Okay. And then number 4, Always Sunny.
In Philadelphia? Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like, has to be on everybody's list. If you like. I'm just telling you.
What's crazy is I agree, but I didn't have.
It's not on my list,
When I think
man.
of sitcoms, I think of like old school, like with like a live audience and stuff.
Here we go. So now we're going to start getting into 2 of my top 3 are that. The Cosby Show.
Okay.
Like, I just loved it growing up. We watched it with the family. I have good memories attached to it. I love the Cosby Show.
It just sucks how he turned out, but yeah.
I mean, he's just one of the people that got caught. Everybody was doing that stuff. I promise you.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Office was number 2, which
That's what she said.
The Office number 2 could be possibly the greatest of all time, except for the number 1, Cheers. Cheers. No, don't push any button. You got to give them up. Cheers ran for 11 years. It was basically always in the exact same spot. You know what I'm talking about? Like, as far as like, it was always in the bar. And I have to give an honorable mention.
Well, it wasn't always in the bar.
Oh, fair enough. But it was pretty well always in the bar. And on
what a situation.
And on top of that, but I will give honorable mention.
Situation never changed.
That should have been on my list, but it got bumped for Archer was Big Bang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Oh, somebody said Alf. That was a good sitcom. I don't
want
think
to go?
Yeah, so I went more traditional. Like all of mine were like live audience shows. So number 5, I actually put these in order. Number 5, I have Married with Children, the great Al Bundy.
That's a good show.
At 4, I have Seinfeld. I've always enjoyed Seinfeld. Obviously, it was on when I was a baby, so I kind of watched it in post. But
Seinfeld.
I didn't even think about Always Sunny. They're kind of, honestly, you kind of interchange them in a way. Always Sunny is kind of the modern Seinfeld, honestly. It's all 4 narcissists that all live in a big city. Okay. 3, I have Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know why, but I love that show. 2, I have 2.5 Men.
Never seen it.
You never watched 2.5 Men?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. And then number 1, my all-time favorite sitcom is That 70s Show.
Never seen your top three, not one episode.
Okay.
Somebody said Frasier. Why didn't I think of Frasier? What a great show.
Frasier's good too. You never seen Everybody Loves Raymond, 2.5 Men, or that 70s show?
No.
What is wrong with
Garrett
you?
Rockley sent in our Discord, in the MotoXpod Discord, top 5 sitcoms for me. Number 5, Taxi. 4, Cheers. 3, MASH. 2, Everybody Loves Raymond. And top of the list is Last Man Standing. And then
that's the Tim Allen one.
Donnie Berger said, ew, that 70s show, everyone on that show is a pedo.
Well, okay, the actors on Real Life are, but the show was...
And then Garrett edited and said, I forgot about Everybody Loves Raymond. I agree, though. That 70s show was a bunch of terrible humans in it.
Well,
the show was still good.
Frasier was such a good show.
T-Boat USA's own Vince Pale, Seinfeld, The Office, Parks and Rec.
That's a good one.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, Malcolm in the Middle. Okay?
I feel like I need to go give Malcolm Middle a shot.
Never seen his top 2.
So my list was tough. My list.
Star Wars can't be on
number
there.
1 or number 5 is Fleabag. Guess probably never seen it.
It's going to be weird.
Freaking love it. One of the best shows ever made.
Yeah.
2, Eastbound and Down.
Oh, that's a good one. See, I don't
consider that a sitcom.
I don't think
it's situational and it's a comedy.
Well,
I always thought
sitcom that has to be like it starts and ends in the episode.
I bet if you Googled right now situational comedy, like best sitcoms, I bet there's tons of shows you wouldn't have thought of.
Maybe.
I guess.
Okay. I did give one classic, and I went with Three's Company.
Okay.
Love me some Three's Company. Freaks and Geeks is my number 2.
Wow, I forgot about that one. That's a
number 1 all time. Obviously for me is The Office. Parks and Rec could have made the list, but I was like, it's almost the same.
Yeah, they're close.
Like Vice Principals and Eastbound and Down, where I kind of was like, I don't know which one. Reno 911 was on the borderline of making it. Big Bang's on the borderline of making it. Who's the Boss? So Reno 911. But yeah, for me, The Office is the number 1 all time. That's the show that I can go back, watch over and over. I always laugh.
Yeah,
I even like Friends, but it was pretty far down.
See, when I hear, I don't know. I guess when I hear sitcom, I think of like something that was like one of those in front of a live audience.
I watched one episode of Friends.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks,
and it was the episode where they somehow got porn for free on the TV.
You would find that,
and they never left.
And well, then one of the guys comes back from the gas station. He's like, the cashier lady didn't even want to have sex with me. Like, it messing with their worldview.
Yeah.
That's the only episode I ever watched of that show.
I could replace Married with Children with Always Sunny.
Always Sunny is so good.
It's funny.
Just never ending ridiculous.
Yeah. Or honorable mention Trailer Park Boys if we're going that route.
Yeah, I'm out on those. I don't like those shows.
You never watched Trailer Park Boys?
I have. I don't like them. I don't think they're funny.
Did you watch Letterkenny?
I don't like that either.
What?
It's not funny to me.
Shorzy?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god.
He likes Flea Bitch or whatever he said.
Fleabag.
Fleabag
was fantastic.
What was that? What was that?
It's a show. I think it was on Showtime.
It's pretty new, isn't it?
It's a few years ago. It was only made 2 seasons. The lady that made it was like she won all these awards, and then she decided she was like, I'm going to do something different now. They were trying to pay her a ton of money to come back and do it, and she's like, no, I'm going to do something different.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
That's what I would say.
No, it was like
what was it about?
Just like a single woman in like the UK, just living life.
Oh, you remember those 2 British, Absolutely Fabulous?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, that was really good.
Okay,
I remember the In-Betweeners.
That was good. That's Lewis likes that. He kind of turned me on to that. Him and Sean turned me on to that. And I watched it. Yeah, it was really good.
In-Betweeners, the British version.
Yes.
The US one. Yeah, they made a US one a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But the British one's funny.
Nope, I watched the British one. All right, ETS Racing Fuels.
Oh, yep.
Pick one. That's you, Scotty.
ETS Racing Fuels was forged from the heated competition nearly 30 years ago, developing purpose-engineered fuel for high-profile teams and highly competitive series. We have been the power behind many podium wins ever since. Teams using ETS Racing Fuels have won more than 50 national and world champion titles, and we continue to forge new alliances and partnerships across motorsport. Visit etsracingfuels.com. Some of the teams include Factory KTM, Factory Honda, Rockstar Husqvarna, Rockstar Gas, Factory Triumph, and then a couple more, but the big ones are those.
All right, this is the pick one. I didn't even give you guys a heads up on this.
Cool.
I love it.
So, would you rather?
Oh, God.
Supercross was 100% stock bikes All the guys had to ride this whatever bike came off the showroom. If Honda came with a rental, Honda comes with rental balls. Yes, if Honda comes with rental bars, you can change rental bar bend, but you got to run that bar.
Whatever,
basically
you can
completely
only get
stock
from
bike.
the OEM.
Yep. Or everybody, the premier class is all 250s, no more 450s, and you can do whatever the hell you want. Or third choice, bikes are what they are today, but we go back to old school 1993 tracks. They're all different. They're all trashy or different. Some are super big jumps. Some are, the tracks are more old school.
I feel like the second one is the only one where people don't die.
Well, okay. That's pretty funny. I guess I should have said maybe the tracks with the all stock, the tracks would obviously have to be a little more mellowed out, but
they would have to be.
They're just
Dude, you know
stock.
how many
you're racing what we're selling on Monday.
You know how many DNFs?
They'd be $40,000 dirt bikes is what they'd be.
That's what they would do.
Oh, yeah.
But
we're going to factory bikes, but if you want one, you got to buy one.
Yeah.
You know how many DNFs there would be if everybody was on stock bikes?
Well, maybe the tracks are like ultra, Mickey Thompson Ultracross.
Can I throw one more in the pick?
Sure.
What about everybody's on obviously we can't do this. Everybody's on the same bike.
Oh, exactly the same.
Like how NASCAR is exactly the same car that's allowed to be tweaked in between these. Like everybody's on the same bike. But
so obviously I know this is all very unrealistic. I just thought it'd be.
I would say out of your picks, I'm gonna pick the everybody on 250.
Okay, I think that would be the best racing, but I would like to see everybody on a stock bike. Dude, we're racing what we're selling.
Dude,
buddy.
you wouldn't even be able to see it because there'd just be smoke from all the clutches everywhere.
No, sure. I don't agree.
Okay, you think Tomac's gonna make a?
Well, you know what? If he wants to win a race, he will.
Yeah, it's got a good point.
There's be so many DNFs.
Everybody on 250s though would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then make the lights
so that's
class.
Your pick.
Make lights class like a 125.
Yeah. I
think
I would pick the first one to see the chaos.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. Just something.
Okay, but here's one that you could actually, I feel like, realistically.
Yeah, realistically.
Okay. Actually, maybe pull off would be kind of how F1 does it, where like there's like these are the tires you can use.
Yeah. Spec.
And it's spec tires. Like have it like this is going to be this kind of dirt. Have a expert go out inspect the dirt and be like, all right, you know you can do different brands, but it's like it has to be a tire made for this terrain.
I would also think that something that they are gonna need to do is restrict the 450s more, and I know they're starting to do it with the sound. But I don't understand why we can't just have like exhaust, like the exhaust exit can only be X big, and it's an air pump. You can if your exhaust exit is like 3/4 of an inch, and that's as big as it can be, then you're going to limit the power of the bikes.
Yeah. Well, then they like all the riders complain at the end of the race about how tore up the track was, but then they're all out there on scoop tires, and they're all out there with a limited horsepower.
So put them all on like enduro tires,
or put them all on stock bikes.
Stock bikes, you're right.
They would still have
winner chicken dinner. FXR picks for Anaheim 1.
Oh boy.
FXR is designed by racers for racers with industry-leading fit, finish, and performance. Progression is the name of the game with every new piece created. At FXR, we push our brand to the next level to provide you with the best products possible. Used by Malcolm Stewart, Mike Brown, Brock Tickle, Chris Kiefer, and many more. FXR has core motor roots, so visit fxrracing.com or go to your local dealership and see the complete line from FXR. Okay, I will go first if you guys want.
Okay.
My picks for A1, the winner is Hunter Lawrence, Chase Sexton, Kenny Roczen. That's my podium. Scotty?
I can't believe you left Cooper off.
I'm going.
I love Cooper, but
I can see Coop getting like fourth. But I'm actually gonna go Roczen.
Okay.
Sexton. Coop.
TJ?
My first thought was
Prado.
Forkner and Prado. No. Wow, there's so many choices here. I'm gonna say Sexton, Lawrence, and Eli.
Okay.
That's a boring pick, but
no, we don't know what we're gonna get. So
it was hard to not put Eli in there.
Well,
it was hard not to put Prado in there. Where do you think Prado's gonna be?
Oh, wild card Prado.
Yeah, your wild card Prado. The whole season we just do a Prado.
Where Prado finishes.
Where Prado finishes.
We can't change it up and be a different guy. It has to be Prado.
Where does Prado finish?
So I'm just gonna put a number beside our picks. I'm gonna go 13th.
Oh,
Scotty.
God.
16th.
Oof.
7th.
Okay, there we go. If you guys want to get in on these things, you can join our Discord, and there are, what are those called even? Like the topics? I'm sure there's a term for each one of those. Because there is a top 5, but
I'm not going to lie, I have not been a participant in that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you don't really participate.
Hey, I've been better. I've been better in this group.
Visit MotoXpod.com, use the contact form, and you can let us know your pick one suggestions or answers, your FXR picks. You can give us your T-Bolt USA top 5s and anything else you want to contribute or communicate with this show. Like and subscribe on YouTube. I want to thank Benny Bloss, Austin Forkner, Freddie Noren, and I want to thank Race Tech and Yamaha Motor USA for presenting the show every week. Also want to thank Guts Racing, X Brand, FXR, ETS Racing Fuels, T-Bolt USA, Grill Your Ass Off, Cherubies USA, both of you donkeys. We will be back next week with another show. Waiting for A1 to hit. We're out.